yes indeedy, I wrote graffiti on the bus. First I write her name, then carve a plus with my name last. From the looking glass, I seen it yesterday, but still I had to let her pass.
Crypto Takeover show. We got Buck Rodgers in the house tonight. One half of Jumping Planets. My tomato co-host. Bloodboy. Storm the Trader. Behind the scenes, we got Coco Lee and Chino Chase. These names sound made up, but they're not. Bro, we got some dope special guests tonight. We got the one and only Will Sylvance and Matthew Richards, both coming in live. Literally, Matthew's coming in from his comedy set. Will is leaving the show and go to a comedy set, both in New York. Man, I'll tell you, I had one of the dopest nights. I got to see all the behind-the-scenes happenings with Will at the Comedy Cellar in New York. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but literally there's like secret passageways where you can kind of sneak in the cellar in certain areas and just go from like even like just bouncing like dope comic to dope comic, but even like dope joke to dope joke. It was such a custom experience. So shout out to Will for that. That was one of those flexes that not too many people I think have done that. And also shout out to Dane Cook, met him that night. I'll be respectful. God, I can't believe this is our 14th episode of the Crypto Takeover show. 14th episode. That's crazy. Yo, we've been doing this 3.5 months, and we've come a long way, and we're going to keep it coming. You know, our goal is to basically just make this more entertaining and make crypto fun. That's why we got our motto by the name of Trading Storm. Ladies, by the way, if you're out there, his Bumble name is Stormy D with the P. Shouty. That's his shit, not mine. He made it up, but you know. So ladies, if you guys are out there and you're looking to get yourself some little storm in your life, his crypto wallet is trading by Storm.e. Send those feet, Storm. They should have never given me this mic. Man, it's great. We don't have Zeely tonight. Finally, somebody can say some shit in this room. He talks a lot. I'm fucking with you, Zeely. Do not come at me. I don't want no heat, son. I do not want no heat. I don't want that Zeely heat. Yeah, give it out. Shout out to my dead homies. Man, we got this. I am crazy excited for this show tonight, y'all. We got Matthew Richards and Will Sylvance, two of the funniest motherfuckers in the world that I know. I do a show during South by Southwest, and I do a comedy pop-up. And for the last 3 years, Will has been there every year, and Matthew's been there the last, I think, probably 2 out of 3. And these dudes just, I mean, crush it. If you ever see them in your city, please, I implore you to go check them out. These dudes are hilarious, as you'll see tonight. We might even have a little bit of a President Trump pop in. We'll see. Oh, what's up, Dom? We got Dom Draper in the house tonight. Oh shit, if y'all don't know, Dom is a killer in the game. Dude, Dom is the MVP of every project I've ever been in. If you're listening, Cabal, don't take him. He's too valuable. Oh, is that little Mac? Bucks on one tonight. Man, look, we got Bloodboy in the chat, Chino Chase. Shout out to Babies Club, by the way. By the way, if anybody had asked me what the stablest coin in this market was going to be, I wouldn't have thought it had been Babies Club, but here we are. That thing has dropped, yes, but it's not dropped as much as some others. Man. Bloodboy in the house. Oh, sneak peek.
On the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aiming out of sticks like a laser tag. Fuck a rich bitch, having rich sex. Smoke a lot of trees, need a weed plant. I did take a lean where the lean at. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got me going jeans cause I'm cool rap. Checking from my fan life is fantastic. I was broke as hell, sleeping on the mattress. I felt like a hell when nobody happy. Hot shells jumping out, they send me automatic. Ran it up by the condo, got a new edit. Now the BB's with a V-long jean jacket. They can see me even if you had 3D glasses. Bad bitch in the bikini, she from Calabasas. Got a pocket full of blue cheese and some green relish. I'm a psycho for these hunters, got a cash fetish. Been studying these hunters, I'm a mathematic. And this love make me wanna buy my dedicated. This love got me keyed up, I don't need a headache. Drake gold, let these niggas know we already. Speaking clothes on my bitches, we ain't ball capping. Alien feel like I'm living on my own planet.
Man, shout out. We got Woot in the house tonight. And again, I want to see if maybe we can have him on the show next week. This dude's TA is killer. Of course, he's over in Europe, so it'll be a little bit different.
Shopping Tokyo, Japan, they the best of it. Pair of t-shirts, sleeve button up. Hot top, turn a bird riding anywhere. Ain't got a bandana, this ain't a propeller.
Bucks in his Bucks in yeah, right. Bucks in his fields tonight. He's like, what you want to hear? I know a lot of things. I know enough to know that I'm gonna listen to whatever you put on the damn fucking radio. Dude, too good. By the way, shout out to the market. Hey, there he is.
Monster on the beat, ho, Depot, any rap nigga, get a free throw, man down.
By the way, y'all don't know, when y'all watch Buck, it's like you just walked into a hotel room and be like, sir, I'd like to stay in the president's suite, please. Yes, sir. You got any upgrades? Yes, I'd love an upgrade. Oh, my signal's out.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching you. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified money man, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extort shit, really the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling?
Check 1 2. What it do? Welcome out to the crypto takeover. I feel like I'm a little hot on the mic. Gonna get the show started shortly. Episode 14. One of my remixes you can find on SoundCloud for those interested. Shameless plug.
Is that DJBuckRodgers.com or what's that SoundCloud at?
It's all at DJ. So the name that I have on my name that you see in the bottom left corner, that is all my social media. So you can put .com behind that, Instagram behind that, whatever.
I can't help myself. I get so excited. Why do I act in this fashion? Why can't I control my passion?
Somebody hurry up and launch the DJ Buck Rodgers Pump Fund. Welcome everybody to the Crypto Takeover Show. We got episode 14. We got Buck Rodgers on the wheels of steel. One half of the world crew, the universal crew, if you will, of Jumping Planets. We got Bloodboy in the house. We got Trading by Storm. Ladies, hit him on Bumble. If you're in Utah, he's over in Moab area. Headshot looks like a model. Played D1 basketball. That's good stock. And he's pretty smart. Hey, there you go, Storm.
So in love with you. Whatever you want to do
He's gotta rock with this.
is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. Baby, I want to spend my life with you.
Oh. Is that what you go by now? Moderately light skin. Shout out to Bloodboy in the chat. Cheeto Chase, let's go. Man, I don't know if y'all saw earlier today, but Ansem endorsed Send It. Shout out to Ansem for endorsing Send It. I know he wasn't talking about that other stonks.
And the people go. And even if she is, I dig her so. She work at Mickey D's from 10 to 5, Walmart 6 to 12, saving up enough for school. Her little girl is doing well. Daddy is a walking bum, smoking weed, drinking rum. Couldn't leave her if I try to see her lighters on the side.
Hey, Dom, I think that's a good idea, by the way, man. I think Send It should go ahead and just fucking straight up just raid the shit out that Ansem post.
She in the back room, greasing up. Friday night is heating up. Young cats tricking up, dancing so they give it up. The best girl walking earth. And you know for what it's worth, she working towards a better life, regardless if she working nights. Let's build. And then people go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It's a bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. And even if she is, I dig her so.
Guys, everybody check out the Jumping Planets wallet, jumpingplanets.eth. Even in a down market, they're still up 5x in 2.5, 3 months. That's still impressive, man. Anybody who's been up as much as what, 10x, 13x, whatever Manny tells me.
Rodgers.
I'm the fucking man, y'all don't get it, do ya? Type of money, everybody acting like they knew ya. Go uptown, New York City, bitch. Some Spanish girls love me like I'm out with Cuda. Tell Uncle Luke I'm out in Miami too. Clubbing hard, fucking women, they ain't much to do. Wrist playing, got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting brain from a thing, ain't shit changed. How you feel, how you feel, how you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Tell Tune Light One, pass it like a relay. YMC and B, you niggas more YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico J and Chubb, shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader. She know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her. Ah, that's how you feel, man, that's really how you feel. Cause the pimpin' nice cold. All these bitches wanna chill. I mean, maybe she won't, then again, maybe she will. I can almost guarantee she know the deal. Real nigga. Now she want a photo. You already know though. You only live once, that's the motto, nigga. YOLO, and we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, nigga. We don't really play every day, every day. Fuck what anybody say. Can't see him cause the money in the way. Real nigga, we 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 in the way. Real nigga in the way. Real nigga in the way. Real nigga in the way.
Shout out to everybody tuning in to our 14th episode of the Crypto Takeover. We got Buck Rodgers live. Getting ready. This is the pre-show. Getting ready to launch in about 2 minutes. Where did you get this mix?
To the max, say yeah. If you're making money for the fam, say yeah. If you hold it down for the gang, say yeah. If you're feeling fresh as a mother, say yeah. If you're living life to the max, say yeah. If you're making money for the fam, say yeah. Yeah. If you hold it down for the gang, say yeah. 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 If you feeling fresh as a mother, say yeah. Yeah. If you living life to the max, say yeah. Yeah. If you making money for the fam, say yeah. Yeah. If you hold it down for the gang, say yeah. Yeah. If you feeling fresh as a mother, say yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Analog Diva tonight. I got an analog girl in a digital world. That's the crypto version. Oh, that's Eva. What's up, Eva? How are you? I was glad I was going to say what I was about to say. That's a lady in the street, but the freak in the sheets type of shit, but in the crypto space. Am I right? Shout out to the analog girl in the digital world. Man, shout out, we got live meme coin trading with Ghost at on 7 live against us right now. He's got about 900 people in his shit. We got about a little less. Here we go. FOMO on ETH, what's good? Shout out to anybody with a bull flag out there. A lot of bull flags right now with all this blood in the streets. Man, behind the scenes, Bloodboy just whispered in a creepy way, I'm a digital dude in an analog world. I don't even know what he looks like. Oh, what's that? Buck is like, Zeely, you want to talk shit? Look at this. By the way, shout out to our sponsors, Roland, Politics. Oh yeah, come on, I got that corduroy, John.
One time for the homie Koyo, Politics, I see you.
Shout out to Seagram's Gin. I'm drinking it and they're paying me for it.
So I can be free and absorb the sound that keep me round, doing my thing constantly with no worries. Peace to
Buck Rodgers.
Just like music. To keep me flowing, to keep me going,
That was a
to
flex.
keep me growing, to keep me to eat from knowing what happens out there. It's not my concern. You wanna die, it's not my turn. To do something to me like jumping the Mercedes on the highway, doing over 80 without music, baby. I'll go crazy, just like music. Make me call my homie on the phone like there's something new out that got me in the zone. Just that feeling got me. I wish music can adopt me.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on time keeps on slipping.
It's a takeover. Run that shit up to the top, yeah, we run the block. Crypto takeover, got it locked. Cook and whip the block. Run that shit up to the top, yeah, we run the block. Crypto takeover, got it locked. Had to stack the guap, run it up cause I'm bearish with it. 10x on, I ain't scared, I get it. Decentralized, let me emphasize how I'm stacking the coin as an enterprise. Got hustle the block, I got the codes and the keys to the lock. It's a takeover, we hit for the guap, and you know we keep holding till we hit the top. Run that shit up to the top, yeah, we run the block. Crypto takeover, got it locked. Cook and whip the block. Run that shit up to the top. Yeah, we run the block. Crypto takeover, got it locked. Had to stack the guap.
Sheesh.
Fuck. Fire beats. Loving it. Guys, I am Bloodboy, your host, your digital host in an analog world. Welcome to episode 14 of the Crypto Takeover Show. We've got some amazing guests, but first I want to introduce the regular crew. We have our MC and co-host, BoughtTheBlock, Paul. What is up, Paul? How are you?
Man, I'll tell you what I just proved is that we don't need Zeely.
I can tell you when Zeely comes back, unless he's behind bars, he's going to be dropping bars and you're going to be watching out because those bars are going to be a little bit higher because he's always raising the bar.
I'll tell you what, I'm secretly hoping he's not listening right now because what I don't want to do is have him just come at me because he is he's good at what he does.
A lyrical assassin, and he's got a hit on BoughtTheBlock.
Soon enough.
And then we have, of course, DJ Buck Rodgers introing us with some amazing beats. The half of Jumping Planets. We're missing Zeely today. Buck, how's it going?
It's going. It's, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm here.
When we can confirm all of those things. Anything else we cannot confirm. We keep it factual. Now, of course, we got Storm from Trading by Storm, our crypto analyst. How are you?
Good, man. It's good to be back after a little break from Thanksgiving. And yeah, markets look good.
Drive went okay?
Drive was good. Yeah, it's only like a 5-hour drive from Salt Lake, so not too bad. I've had worse. But yeah, it was good to watch my little brother had a senior night over at Boise State. They're having a pretty good season this year for football. If anyone's a college football fan, but yeah, it was good to see him on a senior night, and yeah, hopefully they got the conference championship here I think next week, and then if they win that, there'll be I think a 4th seed in the college football playoffs. So I'll be going to Arizona for that here in about a month. So
awesome. Well, I hope they go all the way, and anybody betting on them wins those bets. And I'm going to turn it over to Paul for an intro to one of our amazing special guests, Will Sylvance. Paul, over to you for the intro.
Man, it is my honor to introduce y'all to Will. When we came up with the idea of this show, let's call it 3 months ago, part of what I wanted to do was meld the music world, the crypto world, the real estate world. And the one thing that y'all may or may not know is I have a huge passion for comedy as well, and just the art of comedy and watching people like Will and Matt and I mean all the way up to Chappelle, just the way that they do things is so methodical and like down to like every word, right? They could be telling a joke and you see them day in and day out, and it's like they might have like a little inflection of a word that hits differently, and then you might not see them for a couple months, and then their Netflix special is like a melding of several of different jokes and whatnot. And so, 1, shout out to comedians. 2, shout out to Will. Real quickly, I had a couple years ago, I set myself that I wanted to do stand-up comedy one time. And Will helped me do that. And not only it was for charity, and that charity, the most they had raised was about $25,000, and I raised over $100,000 in 4 minutes. and that was because of Will. So Will helped me raise a lot of money. Will, man, thank you so much for being here, bro. Like this is a big part of this, Will, is also us trying to teach crypto to normies. Unfortunately, that's what we're going to call you. It's not a bad term by any means, but it's just as a normal person coming into the crypto space, because we're here to teach.
Yo, thanks for having me. What's going on, everybody?
What to do?
Oh,
life is
all right. Everybody's laid back. I know y'all smoking marijuana tonight, but yeah, I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I want to learn more about crypto and what it's about. You know, what's the limits, what's not the limits. You know what I'm saying? I heard you could buy anything with crypto. So does that mean, you know what I'm saying? What's anything?
You want a liver? You want some organs?
If I go to a strip club, do I have to take my laptop to the strip club and pay them with Bitcoin?
Well, let me tell you, you go to a strip club in Miami and they know all about crypto. In fact, last bull cycle, there were some of the best traders actually ended up being strippers. They'd be getting lap dances and they'd be like, ooh, how's XRP looking? Ooh, how's Bitcoin looking? I'm dead serious. And these girls were just taking those crypto bros information and crypto. So you definitely can. I can promise you they all got crypto wallets there. And this does not come from me personally. I just like to clarify that I have no knowledge of any of these encounters.
Yeah, that's why you can't show your damn face.
Do these girls have a tap thing on their ass where you tap your phone?
Yeah, it's like Apple Pay that ass, except for it's a peach.
Peach Pay.
Peach Pay. That's only in Georgia.
I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start Peach Pay for the strip clubs.
Hell yeah, man! It's gonna do good in Atlanta.
Let's run it.
Yeah, man. I think the reason why Blood can't show his face is he actually in Miami last Basel he started XLP, extra large P, if you know what I mean. And he rugged that shit. It was I believe it's called a catfish, is what the normies call it.
No,
is that why he looked like a human torch?
Kind of does look like the Human Torch, man.
Yeah. Was he out there burning girls?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what gonorrhea looks like when it comes out, ladies.
Well, I'm always on fire, but I'm definitely not flaming, even though I was in Southeast many times.
When he's coming, he go flame on.
It just right out.
And I'm gone too soon to say anything.
Man, Will, I got a question, man. Like, I guess, what are you hearing kind of in the crypto world? Because right now, obviously, we're all on a show. So, dude, I go to a grocery store, like the local grocery store, and people are like, oh, I see your show on Twitter, and everybody wants to talk to me about crypto. I guess one question is, it seems now that kind of Bitcoin is going up, and obviously with Trump being reelected, that was very bullish for the crypto space. I guess, what are you kind of hearing, like in the comedy world and the entertainment world? Are people talking about it, or is it not hit there yet?
Well, I do know the main thing they're saying, like Bitcoin went up because I think Trump is going to invest in Bitcoin, so the price jumped up. Plus, with BlackRock investing heavily into Bitcoin, I believe. Yep. So, I mean, I always thought that is the future. So, like, it's sad that, like, no, I don't know, it's sad, but the Democrats didn't hop on that and made that a thing.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, it's like,
but according to your question, comics ain't really talking about it. I mean, we don't. I guess most people do not know much about this world. And just that's the main reason why I'm here. I want to know more about it, and again, like I said, the limitations or like how how do you pay for stuff through Bitcoin? Can you buy a house? Can you whatever?
Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, ultimately, you can, in theory, you can buy anything with any perceived amount of money, right? It can be Bitcoin, it can be Ethereum, it could be Solana. I think the main thing that I hope that people get out of this experience or experience like this is, what's the safest way to do it, right? Because it's something like you control all of your stuff, right? So they'll say, like, not your keys, not your wallet, right? And so that references like different types of wallets. And so you can get like what's called a hot wallet, which is like a wallet that's like on your phone. And then you can get a cold storage wallet, which is like actually takes the coins off of the blockchain and puts it like in your like in a holder like that would be in your safe, right? And then the only way that somebody could take those is if they have your keys, which would be like your your seed phrase, and then they'd have to have that thing. So then in theory your whatever amount that you have, that acts as your vault basically. And then the other type is like if you go on Coinbase and you download like just Coinbase, not Coinbase Wallet, then if you keep coins on there, technically those coins stay in a centralized exchange, which means that it's all theirs and everybody's kind of mixed together. Versus if it's a hot wallet where it's like you're the one person that controls that wallet. And so it's not hard to get into. I think a lot of people, specifically a lot of my realtors, are very much the like, oh, we don't know how to do it, therefore we're not going to learn how to do it type of a thing. And sometimes that could be a shame because, for example, one thing that we're going to talk about tonight, the hot topic seems to be XRP, right? And so those that held XRP even 2 weeks ago to now, if you had $100, that is probably going to be worth $400 today.
What's XRP?
Storm?
XRP it's a utility token. It's different than Bitcoin. And that's one thing I was going to mention is that the cryptocurrency ecosystem.
Your phone, your sounds.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the cryptocurrency ecosystem is super broad. Each cryptocurrency has kind of a different function. Obviously, Bitcoin is kind of the one that everybody knows about. It's like the gold standard of cryptocurrency. And I know you mentioned earlier about, how do you pay for stuff with Bitcoin and that sort of stuff. And I actually think Bitcoin is best used as more of a store of value. So people call Bitcoin digital gold because I think you should look at it similarly to how you look at gold, where, not a lot of people are paying with gold nowadays. You're more so investing into gold and you're putting your wealth into an appreciating asset when you're investing in gold. And that's how Bitcoin is to me. XRP is a completely different cryptocurrency with completely different functions, right? The main function of XRP is supposed to be it's supposed to replace SWIFT international bank transfers. So, when you make a transfer from currency to currency cross borders, right? Historically, people have always used the SWIFT system technology, which is just a slower, kind of more ancient technology. And XRP is basically kind of like a newer version of that's on the blockchain, to put it very simply. And that's kind of the utility of XRP. It's not necessarily the same utility as Bitcoin, where it's like a store of value. It's more of like a specific function for cross-border payments. And so when you look at these different cryptocurrencies, they all have different functions and they're all different use cases. And there's, thousands of different cryptocurrencies. But I think one thing I love to tell people is like, when you're investing in Bitcoin, don't look at it as like, investing in these other meme coins or these other utility coins. It's much more like investing in real estate or gold, where it's just an appreciating asset over time.
I like that explanation where like you're not paying with gold, but it's some crypto or Bitcoin is like a block of gold.
Right.
And
Yes.
so,
yeah. And so
when if you need money, you would go take some of the stocks out, some of the money out your gold, and then you convert it to money, right?
Right. And there actually is a cryptocurrency. It's called Tether, USDT, USDC, stable coins that are more so, they're faster than Bitcoin. They're the cost is less when you're using it. And those are more so what you could use as like a form of payment. I could see those being used as more of like an Apple Pay in the future in your cryptocurrency wallet. But Bitcoin specifically it's more of, look at it more of like a real estate or a gold, where it's more of like a store of value, right? Where it's just an appreciating asset over time, and probably the best appreciating asset for the next 10 to 20 years. So, if you're investing in real estate, you're not necessarily buying real estate to, buy your dinner with, right? You're storing your money in an asset to appreciate over time. That's the main function of Bitcoin. Not that you can't pay with stuff for Bitcoin, because you can, but there's other cryptocurrencies that are much more efficient for that utility than Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. And then how would you Storm, how would you explain, for example, like Ethereum and then also Solana, right? Like, so for example, if you've got gold, which is the real estate, or sorry, if you've got Bitcoin, which is like the real estate and the gold of the digital space, then you've got USDT or USDC as kind of like the the dollar, so to speak, right? Because it's literally tied to what's called, Will, you'll hear about the word called fiat, when fiat is just like actual money. It's like real money, like US dollars type shit.
Not the car.
No, not anymore. Yeah. Are they still around?
Fiat?
They are.
Yeah, shout out to Fiat. By the way, that's a great rebrand for them, I think.
Unlike Jaguar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's different. That's like a young cougar, right? That's like a 30-something. Speaking of 30
did you guys see
hey
the
ladies,
new
Storm
brand?
is single. What's that?
Did you see the rebrand of Jaguar?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It looked like they got a 21-year-old to redesign it, and inspiration was away luggage. It's an interesting rebrand. Take a look at that at some point. It's been getting a lot of flack.
Is it electrical?
No, just the entire brand. Very interesting rebrand. It's been getting a lot of flack. Yeah. Off on a
Yeah,
side
people
note
don't like change, right?
Well,
No,
when it looks that bad.
I'm saying it's got a lot of flack because people don't like change, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you'll have to take a look at it.
It looks like a Chrysler 300 had a baby with a Tesla.
Yeah, minus with like an old school like radiator from like my grandmother's house that you would sit on to warm your ass.
It's a look. It's definitely a look.
Yeah, okay.
What's interesting about crypto is it's very flexible on what you're able to do with it. So you have coins that are a store of value like Bitcoin. You're not really moving money back and forth to people with it because it's expensive to do those transactions. It was clunky. It was the original crypto. It wasn't optimized for transactions. Then you have other coins like XRP or Solana even that allow lightning fast transactions at a very low cost. So for example, let's say you are Mr. Escobar and you're coming in from Colombia into Miami, but you can't bring over $10,000 worth of cash on the plane. It's complicated. Or you want to send money to your family abroad and it's expensive to send it. But with Bitcoin, you can literally just put it, for Bitcoin, for example, you can just put it in a wallet and you're able to move money all over the world instantly. Not with Bitcoin, but more with like XRP for moving money around. But if you want to actually take your wallet, you can take, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin on a plane and no one's going to ask you anything. It allows you to move and exchange, value really, really easily to everywhere in the world. And then you have emerging countries where pennies are making a difference to their businesses for credit card transactions. And if you can change that to a cryptocurrency where it's a very low cost, you can send money to people, you can transact in your own country for much less. And it actually provides economic freedom to a lot of people around the world and opportunity. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a real game changer to help people level up and come out of countries that are third world to second world to first world countries. So the opportunity is amazing there, and the things that are being built on crypto are insane. But what we focus here is less on the utility side of things. We talk sometimes about it. We're more on the higher risk side of coins, where we're looking at the smaller market cap coins that allow you to potentially make huge returns on your money in a very short period of time, a relatively short period of time. And it's really interesting, the whole world and the cultures that's been built there. But yeah, there's so much that's been built on crypto. Speaking about crypto in general, definitely keep asking us questions about it. Anything that comes up, just stop us, ask questions. We want to educate people and help you get a better grasp on what it is, what it does, how it benefits the world. But Storm, how is crypto doing? What's the weather report this week? Are we going to zero?
Yeah, if you guys want to share my screen and kind of go through the usual. So, we'll start like usual with the crypto fear and greed index. Not much has changed since last week. We're still in the greed section. we were in the extreme greed for like 2 or 3 weeks. So we're slightly starting to, the market's starting to, I guess, cool off a little bit in terms of euphoria. And we're starting to be a little bit more realistic as we're breaching our ways into all-time highs, but we still are in the greed section. And as you guys know, I like to counter trade market sentiment. So yeah, market's just a little bit greedy right now in terms of sentiment. For the liquidations, we still have majority of the liquidations to the downside. But I will say, as of the last week or two, we have started to get quite a bit of shorts opening. And you can see that as the lines at all-time highs start to get a little bit darker. If you go down actually a tier to the 1 month scale, it looks a lot more even in terms of liquidations. You actually almost might have even a little bit more on a smaller time frame to the upside, which is starting to look a little bit more bullish in terms of liquidations for Bitcoin.
All right, Storm, real quick, can you explain that? Because like to somebody that has no clue, it just looks like somebody just is in a Star Wars spaceship and they just hit light speed because you just see those lights. Like, can you explain that to somebody that has no clue what we're looking at?
Yeah,
So,
like me.
yeah, totally. So basically, these lines represent resting liquidity. If you guys have ever made like a trade on Bitcoin, this is more for like the derivatives market. But if you make a trade, right, a lot of people set a stop loss, right? And that's kind of like their liquidation point, meaning where their trade or position, whether long or short, will kind of get triggered and they'll get out of the position. And so when you see a ton of like, I guess the darker the line, this graph shows it by like the darker the yellow line. So like the bright yellow line means there's a lot of liquidations in this area, meaning there's a lot of limit orders sitting at about 100K.
So basically the way that market, what he's saying with the stop loss means that people are like presetting a number that says like, okay, if the market goes to a certain level, those people would get liquidated basically, right? And either they would go up and get that money or it would go down to the point where they lose their money. And so one thing that Storm always says is he says that markets go after liquidity.
Yeah, exactly. Markets hunt liquidity because I guess the famous saying in the trading space is like, bigger traders need liquidity to enter trades. Like when we're us small guys, right? Like let's say even we want to buy 2 Bitcoin, right, for 200K. It's not gonna. We don't need a lot of liquidity. We don't need a lot of people on the other side for that because there's a ton of volume on Bitcoin. But for a big institution that's trying to buy, whatever, let's say 1,000 Bitcoin all at once, you need 1,000 Bitcoin worth of sellers to buy from, right? And so that's typically why they say markets kind of hunt liquidity. And so this resting liquidity is like kind of where you would assume price would follow, right? To kind of hunt that liquidity. So the darker the line, if it's like a dark yellow line, that means there's more resting liquidity there. Price would be technically more drawn to the darker levels where there's more liquidity. And so you can see there's quite a bit on both sides. I would say this is kind of 50-50 on this price scale. So, but yeah, I mean, and also liquidity can be any limit order too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be stop losses. It could also be people who entered longs down, let's say at 60K, they bought or longed Bitcoin and they have limit orders to sell that Bitcoin or take profit levels at this level too. So, and that's probably honestly more of what this is you're seeing limit sells at this zone around 100K. You hear people talking on Twitter about like the sell walls. Those are just people who have bought Bitcoin early and have limit orders set to sell their Bitcoin at this 100K level. So yeah, something to keep in mind. From a technical standpoint, we're pretty similar to where we were last week, right? We're still kind of ranging in this kind of pennant structure that we had after the impulse move from the break of the channel. So right here, you can see, right, this is a channel we talked about for months, but we were channeling on Bitcoin. We broke out. This gave us a nice little long right here on the back test of the channel. And we had this really big impulsive move up. And so I'm very vocal the last week that I'm kind of locally bearish on Bitcoin, looking to short Bitcoin. And there's multiple technical levels that, give me that kind of thesis as to why I'm kind of a short-term bear. The first thing is the 100K psychological level. when you're breaching all-time highs. So if we zoom out on Bitcoin, right, on the price, we're in all-time high territory, which means there's no previous price data to look back on. And when you're a technical trader, most of your trades are based on previous price action. That's kind of the data that you're using to make informed decisions on whether you think the price movement is going to go up or down. And so when we're in all-time high zones on Bitcoin, there's very few tools that will give you good confluence to take a trade. The one big one is psychological numbers. And those are just big round numbers. Like for instance, if you're going to buy Bitcoin, let's say at 20K, when you're thinking about scaling out or selling your Bitcoin, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to sell at 50K or 80K or 100K or 200K, right? Those big psychological numbers are where most people set limit orders. And when we go back to this liquidation heat map, again, we see this dark yellow line at 100K because people have limit orders to sell their Bitcoin at 100K, that big rounded number, right? So that's kind of why psychological numbers get big reactions. So you have 100K psychological. The next one I want to talk about, which is really interesting because we talked about this, a couple months ago, but we were forming this bull flag pattern that we had talked about on the show. And one thing I'd mentioned was when you form a bull flag pattern, not only does it give you that direction to the upside, it also gives you a price target, right? And that price target is a 1-to-1 extension of the flagpole. So you have the flagpole, then you have the flag, right? So you take that distance of the flag and you take it to where price broke out, which is right here, right? And back tested. And you do that and you have a 1-to-1 extension, which is about a 100,300 Bitcoin, right? Which is almost exactly to where Bitcoin bumped into. Obviously, it's a couple $100 short, but you want to look at this as more of like a zone of confluence, right? So really interesting. Our price target for this bull flag is exactly where we bumped up to, right? And this would be also a resistance level, not just a take profit level, but a resistance level. So you have the 100K psychological, you have the bull flag pattern, you have a pennant or a symmetrical triangle forming, and then you also have one more bit of confluence, which we'll go to a higher term time frame chart for this. So we'll go logarithmic, we'll go on the weekly, and sorry, let me get the Elliott wave counts out of here so don't confuse anybody. We put on this parallel channel. So this is Bitcoin entire historical data, right? So this is the logarithmic chart on weekly. This is the entire price action of Bitcoin ever, right? And what you can see is there's a very clear high term time frame channel that we've been in Bitcoin since 2017, right? And we're bumping right up into that midpoint. We actually got a rejection from that midpoint in March of 2024 of this year. And we're now bumping into that same midpoint that we bumped into March, which you would expect to be a high resistance level, right? So just another piece of confluence with the other three tools that we talked about. And that's kind of why I have somewhat of a bearish bias, right? Is because we have so much resistance. Honestly, I think it's about as much resistance as you can get when you're going into all-time high areas at 100K. And so to compound that too, like I said, we have this symmetrical triangle forming right at that 100K level. And so if you're looking for a short, I know I gave a short trade setup that I'm still in last week, but if you still haven't taken your sideline and you're looking to take a short trade, what I would do is I would trade off of this symmetrical triangle pattern, right? And the way to do that is similar to how we traded this channel. You want to wait for, see if I can find this tool. I guess I'll just do the drawing tool. Oh. So you want to wait for a breakout and back test. So similar to how a channel is, right? We're kind of bouncing off the tops and bottom of this parallel channel. At some point, this price action is going to break outside of this triangle. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to break to the downside just because I'm bearish on Bitcoin. And if it does, right, let's say it does break to the downside, you want to enter on this back test of this trend line. So this would be your entry, and then you would expect price to drop, and you would have a short that would look something like this, right? You got your entry, your stop loss at the top of the triangle, and then you would target maybe the top of the last all-time high from March, right? So maybe something like this. But yeah, that's kind of all the technical confluences. I know it was kind of longer this week. We had a lot of confluences at this 100K zone, but you combine the overly greedy sentiment in the market market after a big impulsive move, the large amount of liquidations to the downside, and then the technical confluences at 100K. That's why I'm overall kind of bearish on Bitcoin in the short term. That doesn't mean I'm bearish on Bitcoin this cycle. I think we do go a lot higher in the long term for the, over the course of the next year and a half. But in the short term, I'm looking for shorts right now until we're invalidated and we, break up way above 100K and kind of invalidate that trade. So,
all right. So Will,
I'm gonna tell you right now, you might as well said that whole thing in Chinese. You kept on talking. You didn't stop for no questions.
Yeah, sorry. Technical
You
trading.
like a girl that keeps on talking and don't give you a chance to answer.
Oh yeah, and this is what I'll say. I wouldn't honestly even pay attention to that if you don't know anything about technical analysis. That section's more for the people who are traders and in the market.
All right, so Will, so basically here's the short and long of it, right? Yep. Oh I lost my signal. The short and long of it is essentially this: is that if somebody's like, hey, you could be like, hey, is anybody buying Bitcoin right now? And you'll be like, yeah, everyone's going to raise their hand and say yes. But technically, that's the exit liquidity that people are going to need to go down. Because what's going to happen is that it's going to drop in the immediate, probably down to somewhere in the 70 to 80 range is what he's anticipating. And so...
Well,
so
what I would say
is this all cryptocurrency or just Bitcoin?
This is just Bitcoin right now.
This is Bitcoin,
Okay.
and like I said, I would just forget everything I just said the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that part.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. As an investor, so this is all trading stuff, which is different than investing. As an investor, I guess the takeaway would be I think Bitcoin's going higher in the long term. Buy Bitcoin, sit on your hands, right? This is more for technical traders that are like taking short-term trades off of price movement on Bitcoin. But yeah, as an investor, you don't need to know any of this stuff. This is more of trading knowledge for the traders that are listening and tune into the show. But
so is it best to get like I don't know if this exists, like a Bitcoin accountant?
Yeah, you're talking to him.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny. The easiest way to buy Bitcoin now is, buy an ETF. Because they have ETFs now, which you can just walk into your bank and buy an ETF like you would a gold ETF or any other sort of piece of investment, S&P, right? If you want to invest in the S&P, you can just go work with your bank and they can set you up with an ETF. Not that I would necessarily do that myself, just because, I'm a big Bitcoin maxi and I'm very pro. You should own your own Bitcoin and hold your own Bitcoin. But for people who are, just looking to get into the market and it's like, just somewhat of like a real estate gold investment, ETFs are still relatively safe. So I would say just, buy as an investor, just buy Bitcoin, look at it like a 10 to 20 year play and sit on your hands. But everything I just went over is very, very technical and more so for traders rather than investors.
Right. I did. I'll tell you my experience. I think I told Paul and Courtney. I did invest in Bitcoin last year, June. I think Bitcoin was about 22,000 to 25,000 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought 3 Bitcoins at the time.
Oh, wow.
And some other stuff. Because they said by this time, last year, June, Bitcoin was going to be worth close to $100,000. And so I was like, oh, let me get in. And so I got this guy to get me Bitcoin and stuff. And he basically ripped me off. He took my money and ran.
So who did you buy that from? Like through an institution or?
Well, he said he worked for Morgan Stanley and he showed me the pass and I've known him since 2014. So I thought he was legit.
Man, yeah, we'll have to get you set up with a wallet, your own wallet, or Coinbase account, and you can, if you are looking to invest in Bitcoin, because that's the thing. There's ETFs, and then there's you going on an exchange and buying your own Bitcoin. And the popular saying in crypto is if it's not your keys, not your crypto, right? So you can buy an ETF from a bank, which basically just is like a contract that more so matches the actual price of Bitcoin as an investment, or you can go on an exchange and you can physically own the Bitcoin. And the advantages of that is that no one can take them away from you. No one can mess with your Bitcoin. Those are yours on the blockchain. And so a lot of people like that because, not to get too conspiracy-like, but if the government, if you're buying an ETF, it's technically just a contract and you technically don't own any Bitcoin. One of the greatest things about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically is when you own it on the blockchain, that's your physical property and no one can touch it or mess with it or take it away from you. And so if you are looking to get into Bitcoin, I would recommend, we should get you set up with some sort of crypto wallet and help you have your own wallet, and then no one can really mess with that. So
Well, one of the things that we do on the show, and I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. A lot of people taking advantage of other people out there. It's just human nature to be greedy in every area that they can, usually. One of the cool segments we do is the Jumping Planets wallet. And we started off with a small amount for Zealy and Buck. We've done pretty well. I mean, they've done technically pretty well with that wallet. So we'd be happy to help you get set up with a wallet that you control the password, essentially the secret key, the secret phrase, so no one else can take anything from that, show you how to trade, give you some good safe or not financial advice over here, by the way, give you some, good, more safer ways to dip your toes into crypto so you get exposure, not just to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's at an all-time high basically right now. So even if it went to, let's say, 250,000, which would be a huge number, you only get a 2.5x return on that. With crypto, you can do a lot better in many other trades. So we'd be happy to help you get set up on a more balanced portfolio where you have some that are a little higher risk, other ones that are, more stable, that you're going to get good returns on. And you'll be able to decide, when do I buy, when do I sell, and nobody else will have control over your wallet. Now, funny thing, Buck and Zealy, aka Jumping Planets, they're in a little bit of a spat because Zealy has not released the secret phrase to Buck, and I believe I can
sitting
quote.
right next to me still has it.
And I believe I can quote, "You keep making the beats if you want that phrase."
Dude, our wallet's way down now. I mean, the whole market's down. But,
the whole market's
we're still
down.
Up. We're still up. Yeah, we were at 20K though.
Yeah, well, the whole market fluctuates a lot. Remember, if you're getting higher returns, you can have more volatility. But it's super important that if you are in crypto and introduced to it, that you control the inflow and outflow of that crypto. And we'd be happy
I can't control shit without that password. It's for the better.
Hey, I do have.
You've already let it go. You're like, it's for the better. Money is just.
Hey, I do have.
What up, Will?
I do have Dogecoin I invested in. Is that garbage or is it good?
No, Dogecoin is actually, I think, the 6th or 7th largest cryptocurrency now. It's been doing amazing. That was the start of memes. So we trade a lot of meme coins.
I bought some of it. I bought some of it when Elon Musk had talked about it first time. I bought only $300 worth of it.
Depends on when you bought it. You could be up a lot. You could be sideways. It just depends on when you bought it. Exactly.
Okay.
One day it could be a certain price, and it can be 100 times more the next day, literally, with Dogecoin.
Yeah,
but that's a great coin.
It's a good coin. The thing that's scary about those meme coins is that they can rise and fall so quickly. And if you're not really paying attention, watching the markets very closely and being very active, it's going to be really hard to sell at the right time, because you might buy on the way up, but it could, quadruple in price in a week. And then a week later, it's down 60%. That's how quickly these meme coins can move. And so I would say, as an investor, someone who's looking to just, again, you're looking at cryptocurrency like a store of value, store of wealth that's appreciating over time. I would stay more in the Bitcoin, ETH, Solana type coins, the high cap utility, or, like a Bitcoin, which is more of a store of value. But meme coins are fun and you can get those crazy returns, but they're very dangerous for people who aren't really embedded in the market, I would say, because they go up and down so quickly, and it's very easy to miss if you don't time it right.
Yeah, I remember when I got it, and a few months later, people were saying that Dogecoin was not going to last long. So, but I just held on to it. Yeah,
Dogecoin is one of those interesting ones, because meme coins are one of those coins that have been around. They've proven that they can hit crazy numbers. Like Blood said, I mean, Dogecoin's a top 5 cryptocurrency, I think, in the world right now.
That's good. That's good,
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's good, but the thing is like that can change so quickly. Like it can fall to 50th in the world in a week, and it's just they're so volatile. And typically, I'd say meme coins have kind of like a very quick. They call it meme coin season, where coins like Doge just do exponential numbers over the course of like a month or two, and then they crash really fast, and they have like no volume, and they're kind of dead, for like a 2-3 year period sometimes. So they have like very quick runs and then crash very quickly. And so if you're looking into like more of like a steady appreciation of value, you should look more so into like higher cap coins, probably like Bitcoin or ETH. I would recommend.
So Bitcoin's not as volatile as Dogecoin.
No, not even close. And Bitcoin's one of those things where it's like it's cemented itself as like the gold standard of cryptocurrency. So as long as cryptocurrency is alive, Bitcoin's going to be. It's not only going to be alive; it's going to be king. Because in my opinion, I'm a big Bitcoin maxi. I think Bitcoin's always going to be king. And so, like I said, you can look at Bitcoin more so like investing into real estate, whereas Dogecoin is much more risky. I would say it's not 100% certainty that Dogecoin will even be around 10 years from now. It's very hard to tell. So it's just a lot more risky asset.
So should I sell my Dogecoin?
I guess it depends, kind of when you got in, how much you're up. I will say I would not sell any meme coin or altcoins right now, because I think that kind of altcoin season, meme coin season I was referring to is probably just starting. And so if you were to sell it, I would maybe sit on your hands and watch it very carefully for the next, 2 to 8 weeks and see how it performs. And then, once you get up a certain amount, you're comfortable, pull it out, move it into more stable coin like Bitcoin is probably what I would recommend.
Move it. Don't just take the money out.
I would move it. Like I said, I'm a big Bitcoin maxi. I would never sell my Bitcoin, because to me, Bitcoin is like the opportunity of our generation. It's like gold, on steroids for the next 10 to 20 years. So I would never sell my Bitcoin unless I was in a really tough spot and I needed money. Every penny I get, I have like maybe 5% of my wealth in fiat currency in my bank account. 95% of my wealth is all in cryptocurrency and a little bit in real estate, which I want to get a lot more of in real estate. But cryptocurrency, like if you're going to store your money, why have it sit in your bank account where it depreciates in value 5 to 7% every single year, meaning it literally loses the buying, 5 to 7% of its buying power just sitting in your bank, versus put it into Bitcoin, let it sit in Bitcoin and appreciate, whatever, 50% a year or whatever the number is, So that's how I look at Bitcoin. It's where I store my wealth. Same thing like you.
90% of my wealth is buying girls drinks every night.
Just as good. Utility.
And the good thing is at most clubs, he drinks for free. So he's like, he doesn't even got to pay. Again. That's a move. Yeah, but we'll think about this, right, is like they have, the way that it works is like you have Bitcoin, which is, let's call that like the top of the mountain, so to speak. And then from there, kind of as you go down, the mountain gets wider. And so as it's going down, like for example, if Bitcoin moves like 1%, maybe Ethereum will move like 3%. And then like coins within Ethereum, like say Doge might move, say 5%, right? Or 10%. And so those are called basically like beta plays of it, right? And so they typically all move in unison for the most part. And so, that's something where if you have Doge, like your Doge coin, for example, like Storm said, like we're about to come into what they call alt season, where all the money's going to come out of Bitcoin and it's going to flow in kind of down the mountain, so to speak. And so it's going to, a lot of it's going to go into Doge, honestly. And so if you bought at the top of the last cycle, good news is that you're probably got your money back, but that may, 2x, 4x from here. But when it does that, that would be when you would want to take it out and potentially look at then say moving it into a Bitcoin for a long term. Because like Doge in the next bear cycle, Doge might drop, I don't know, what do you think, like 60, 70, 80%, kind of like it just did. But Bitcoin might only drop 50%, 60% from its all-time high.
So this is kind of like currency, like the U.S. dollar is strong versus the Haitian dollar is weak, right? So if you have like, let's say Jamaican dollars, you would transfer them to American dollars, right?
Similar in terms of strength, but also like a lot different mechanics, right? Because something like a weak form of fiat is it just depreciates faster than the US dollar. But the US dollar is a terrible asset to hold. That's why I say, like, I don't hold any of my money in my bank, because the US dollar appreciates 5 to 7% a year on average, if not probably more. Meaning, you know, if you held $100,000 in the 70s, right, and you didn't touch it, right, you had $100,000 in the 70s and you just let it sit in your bank account to now, that $100,000 would still be $100,000, but the buying power of that has decreased by like 95+%. So like $100,000 in the 70s could have gotten you, you know, you would have been like a multi-billionaire in today's standards, right? But now if you've held it since today, you haven't moved that money, you haven't touched it, but it's depreciated so much because inflation, because the US government prints so much money, that now your buying power, the actual wealth you hold, has depreciated by 95+%. So the difference is
message.
Yeah. And so Bitcoin's great because it doesn't, that's why I say it's a great store of value, because it appreciates, you know, over time, because of the limited supply. So yeah, different mechanically, because like when you're comparing
The reason why
Yes.
The reason why I brought that up is because I remember when they went to Iraq and they stormed Saddam's house. He had like $100 million in American dollars and not Iraqi dollars, you know? So that's why I made that comparison.
Yeah, yeah. And other fiat currency is just like a worse version. It's just a higher depreciation rate than the US dollar. It's still terrible. It's just worse than the US dollar. But Bitcoin is just, it's on the opposite end of the spectrum. It appreciates over time because of mechanically, it's a deflationary asset. There's a limited amount of supply. You can never create any more Bitcoin, right? The 21 million Bitcoin that were created, that's set in stone. And so that's what makes it deflationary, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I would say, you know.
So the ultimate goal is to move everything to Bitcoin, right? And have nothing but Bitcoin.
Yes. And you pretty much, I mean, I would say for me, it's Bitcoin and real estate, you know, because even though I'm such a big cryptocurrency advocate, it's always good to diversify. You never know what could happen. In my opinion, the two best assets to own to store your wealth in are Bitcoin and real estate. And real estate has advantages over cryptocurrency for a couple things, right? First of all, it can be an asset that earns you passive income, right? So you can rent out multiple properties and actually make money on that asset. But Bitcoin also has a lot of advantages over real estate. One of the advantages is that it has very low barriers to entry, right? It's very fractional. So Bitcoin, you know, you don't need a $25,000 down payment to get into Bitcoin. You can buy 0.00001 Bitcoin for $100, right? So there's low barriers to entry, and it's also you can move it, right? Real estate's like you buy it, it's stuck in place wherever you buy it. You can't like move your real estate to Cuba, right? Bitcoin is it's cross borders. You can move it around, you can store it on a device, you can make transactions with it. Whereas real estate, obviously, you can't. But together, I think those
and Hurricane Sandy can't fuck up your Bitcoin.
Exactly.
It's true. Yeah, unless if you have your cold wallet at your real estate in Jamaica when Sandy hit it. Yeah, I mean, you're right. So that's the, you know, to me, it's like that's like learning like boxing and jiu-jitsu, right? You got both. You got the ground game and the stand-up game, so to speak. And so, you know, with Bitcoin, you could literally go on your phone. Well, you could just go on PayPal and buy Bitcoin. It's that easy to do it. They've made it that readily available. And so it is a very highly liquid asset. Real estate, on the other hand, not very fucking liquid at the end of the day. Even if you wanted to sell it, you'd have to sell it at value minus X to be able to get a number where somebody would buy it in a day, and that's probably going to be at a steep discount at that point. The thing with Bitcoin,
it takes time to sell real estate versus selling Bitcoin or buying Bitcoin, right?
It's not liquid. It's not very liquid. However, the other thing is once you become a student of the Bitcoin game, you can understand that there are cycles within Bitcoin, right? So he referenced, I know Storm had mentioned the halving. And kind of what that means is every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that gets issued out when miners are mining it gets cut in half, right? So let's say it was at 1 Bitcoin this year. In 4 years from when the halving, it'll go down to a half Bitcoin, and then a quarter, then 0.25. And so essentially you've got these miners that are basically using computing power essentially to be able to execute that blockchain to make sure that the Bitcoin that you were buying is actually yours.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Hey guys, I'm still staying on, but I'm heading to my my gig, so I'm not going anywhere.
Will, where are you playing tonight?
The Comedy Cellar.
Oh, so if anybody's in New York, go check out Will at the Comedy Cellar tonight. He
But
is
hold on,
absolutely
you gotta get
hilarious.
around with me. You gotta get with me to the cellar.
Go ahead and put everything on Will's tab at the Comedy Cellar. Tell him Will Savance told you. And then y'all, by the way, man, I hope this doesn't end up like one of those Zoom calls where all of a sudden Will doesn't pull out some napkins and starts getting caught beating off. That would just be horrible. Or hilarious at the same time.
Jeffrey Tubin. With a name like that, you knew it was bound to happen.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But man, I think those are all really, kind of really good questions. And also too, it kind of makes me realize, here we go. Will, what you doing over there, man?
I'm moving.
All right. We're on the move. We're on the move. Will Savance. By the way, what I love about it is that these are the same questions that everybody else would have, right? And so there are people I know currently in the chat that are like, oh, I was going to ask that question. So one, if you're in the chat and you have questions, please feel free to go ahead and put them in there. But two, that's what we're doing, right? We're just trying to break this down and understand in a way. We got Will behind bars. Will, you got this. Yeah, we're on the move again. Yes. Dude, what time do you go on?
11:30.
So you go. I know you're gonna bring us with you on stage, Will.
Yeah, we talk about.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny actually. Hilarious.
Hey, speaking of, by the way, I know we were mentioning kind of altcoin season, and it'd be a good time to rotate into altcoins and meme coins. If you could throw my screen up real quick, I want to show you guys something that I'm pretty excited about. One of my better calls I've probably ever made from a couple months ago.
Is this the Matrix thing again that only you can read it?
Yeah. Don't worry about this part, Will. Don't worry about this part. You can tune out for this one. But hey, so you guys know I've been talking since we started the show months ago about 60 to 62% was where I thought Bitcoin dominance was going to start falling off a cliff, right? And this is the line I'd had drawn for a long time, right? And obviously we got a little bit above it, but this was kind of my general zone between 60 to 62%. And we have not seen weekly candles like this on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I wouldn't say it's confirmed that altcoin season has like officially started, but if you look at this uptrend and the way these candles are moving compared to like this price action right here, I think I might have called it on the dot for Bitcoin dominance, just looking at the chart the way it is now. So pretty exciting, but yeah, altcoin season might be starting, right? This is something we've talked about for a long time, that liquidity might start rotating away from Bitcoin and into altcoins. I think part of the reason we got this really big kind of cliff fall is from XRP pumping really hard. But that's how I had envisioned it, right? I think what's going to happen is the money is going to flow away from Bitcoin and some of these high caps into the higher cap utility tokens like XRP, maybe like the Litecoin, those type of coins. And then they'll flow into high cap meme coins like Pepe's and the Bretts and that sort of stuff. And then they'll flow into maybe the lower cap meme coins. But we're really starting to see the first signs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like seeing this happen after.
What's this mean? Like, all right. So you say it's gonna flow away. So Will, basically, let me try to put this into terms for you. Is basically, if you were going to put money in crypto right now, Bitcoin, and you had $100 or $1,000 to put it, he's not necessarily suggesting that you put it in Bitcoin right now, because the dominance of Bitcoin in the market is going to go down, and it means that money is going to go, kind of like I said, flow down that mountains into other projects, right? So that could be, in this case, it was an XRP, but then from XRP, it might go into Binance, it might go into Ethereum, it might go into Solana, it might go into HBAR, which is popping off right now, right? There's a bunch of other projects that are really good projects, and then once the money goes into that, then once it's in that ecosystem, then it will funnel down into that ecosystem.
Wait, are you saying Bitcoin, like don't invest in Bitcoin now because it's going to go down?
Well, maybe not long term, but I think in the short term, there's better investments that you could make over the next. Like if you were like, all right, Paul, I want to put $1,000 in something right now. What would you tell me to put it in? It wouldn't be Bitcoin.
Yep. Yeah, I would say when Bitcoin dominance is falling, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin necessarily has to fall or that Bitcoin is a bad investment. It just means that the dominance of Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency ecosystem is falling, meaning that the money that's being invested in cryptocurrencies is flowing into the lower cap coins, like the meme coins, like the Doge, like the XRP, the altcoins, right? So again, it doesn't mean Bitcoin's a bad investment. It just means that for a short amount of time, you're going to have other coins that are going to perform a lot better than Bitcoin, for a 2 to 3 month period. And then most likely the cycle will resume and then all the money will flow back into Bitcoin like it usually does.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. So, Will, basically what we've been waiting for, let's call it for the past 5 months, is we've gone through what's called chop, which is basically where just Bitcoin is just kind of ranging in between certain numbers. Let's say it goes from like 45 to like 70, basically up and down. And that when you're looking at the chart that he's got right now, you can kind of see that. Well, then what happened is then basically Trump won the election and Bitcoin went ham and jumped up to almost 100. And now basically it's gone up to the
Bitcoin was going to do that anyway, though, right? Because it was projected last year it's going to go close to 100,000.
Yeah, I think so. I think this just made it happen quicker, right? Because there's a lot of things that are being talked about right now that weren't necessarily talked about in the past, right? Which would be, basically them creating like a strategic reserve with the U.S. for crypto, for Bitcoin specifically. Things like that, right? Those are things that are very bullish for the market that, we would have ended up here anyways. However, this may just have kicked it in like maybe say 1 to 3 months ahead of that. Storm, does that sound about right?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, so yeah, that altcoin season, that meme coin season, what that basically means is that altcoins and coins outside of Bitcoin are going to have like a brief amount of time where they just perform really well. And the best way to track that is with this Bitcoin dominance chart that I have up on the screen. And when you see those red candles kind of like dropping really quickly, that means the dominance of Bitcoin is going down, meaning money is flowing out of Bitcoin or, into cryptocurrency, but into the utility or alt seasons or altcoins, that basically any coin that's not Bitcoin is what that's tracking. So you're talking about that you hold Doge right now. That's why I said, maybe hold on to it for a couple weeks, a couple months and see how it performs, because there's a good chance if Bitcoin dominance keeps falling, that money is going to be flowing into altcoins like Doge or like XRP for the next couple months is what I would guess. So I would hold on to coins like Doge or XRP, Solana, at least for the next couple months as Bitcoin dominance really starts to fall off the cliff. And then you can start, maybe you win a couple $1,000s, you make a quick 3 or 4x, then you can start moving that liquidity back into Bitcoin and just kind of sit on your hands is what I would recommend.
Right. I want to ask you a question back to something when you said earlier when you was using, what was that drug lord name you said from Colombia?
Escobar. It's a cousin of mine.
So,
I don't
but
know
you
about
mentioned
any drug lords.
you mentioned that you can't travel with $100,000 cash in your pocket, right? Or
unless
even
you can if you
$10,000.
fly private.
10,000. Well, yes. Even then, you would probably have to declare in some way, but you can't travel without declaring
so what I'm saying is,
$10,000.
what I'm asking is, so let's say you have $20,000 and you're flying. So what you just take the $20,000, buy Bitcoin, and then fly?
Exactly.
Is this
Like you can move money around so much easier than having a physical asset or even having dollars. It's much easier to move it around with cryptocurrency. And a good way of thinking about Bitcoin dominance, it's like, you're going on your set, you have your intro, whether you can't really fail when you're saying, hey, in the first minute, that's Bitcoin. Then you go into your standard jokes, not as much, a little more risky, but not that risky. That's Solana, that's Ethereum. Those are not going to get you in much trouble. And then you got like that one joke and you haven't said it yet. You're not sure if it's going to hit. And in your head, it's saying, definitely don't say this one, but you got to. That's meme coin. It's much higher risk. But if that joke lands, God damn, are the returns amazing.
Or you get canceled.
Okay.
Or you get rugged. You get rugged. It could go to 0. You could get canceled. You could get booed. It could go bad. But if it hits, it goes great. And add in an element of addictive gambling, and you have meme coins.
Yeah. So Will, when you're talking about like bringing money on a plane, right? That argument's mainly for the decentralization of Bitcoin, because I mean, if you have $20,000 and you want to go on a plane, right, you could just put that money in your bank and then fly wherever you need to go, right? But people are talking about having that money decentralized, where it's in your control. With fiat currency, the only way to be fully in control of that money and to fully own it outside of somebody else's control is to take it out of your bank and put it under your mattress, right? Which a lot of people do, a lot of conspiracy people that don't want the government involved, because stuff like that's happened, especially in other countries. When stuff goes bad, people will do bank runs, and banks just don't have the liquidity to give you your money back. So if the banks don't have money to give you your money back, or they just don't want to give you your money for whatever reason, they don't have to. You don't technically own that money, right? It's just a digital number in your bank account. So a lot of people would say, well, you can take that fiat currency out and put it under your mattress, right? Or you can store your money under your mattress. But the problem with that is it's not transfer. You can't go, take it on a plane to Cuba. You can't take it on a plane anywhere. It's hard to kind of move a large sum of money around. But if it's stored in Bitcoin, not only is it easy, to move, you can go wherever you want, have it in your pocket, right? Just like you would money in your bank account, but nobody controls that money, right? No bank can take that away from you. It's owned by you on the blockchain, and nobody can mess with it. That's when people talk about that argument, that's typically what they're talking about. It's more the decentralization of Bitcoin.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's the main thing. That's the thing that's super attractive about it. But again, I think, if this is something that by the way, we're going to create a willsavance.eth wallet for Will, and we're going to give him the keys to his wallet, so that way he can protect his own money. And I'm going to.
Now, if that guy didn't rip me off and I had like 3 Bitcoins, well, how much would I have about now today?
I'm not going to tell you. 300,000.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's but I do think, man, I'm gonna seed your wallet with $5,000, and then we're gonna trade with it until the end of the cycle and see if we can get you back your 75,000.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like we could do this.
It's a challenge, but we're bad at it, so you're in good hands.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we turned 1,500 into 22 in 3 months, and that's during the start. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, it's right now the liquidity, because basically liquidity moves around, right? And so, it's definitely a bunch of it jumped into Bitcoin, and then a bunch of it jumped into Bitcoin, and now it's leaving Bitcoin. As you can say, Bitcoin dominance is going down. I saw that.
Right.
So now,
let's say someone has like. Because my friend Dana, right? So let's say she has like 5,000 or 10,000 in the bank in a savings account. Is it best to leave it there or put that into Bitcoin?
Well, I think everybody on this is going to say Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, and here's the thing: is it's liquid enough where if she needs it, like let's say a life event happens, it's actually probably easier to get money out of Bitcoin than it is at the bank on a Friday or Saturday at 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, because you could literally just transfer it into your bank, and then you can pay for it right there, right? Or you can actually legit transfer. Like I've been paying people in Ethereum for stuff. Why not? Right? It's easier because it's got an intrinsic value. And so then I'll be able to go ahead and pay people that way. You know what I mean?
What's up, everybody?
Oh shit! It's Matt. What's up, Matt?
Fine.
I was trying to find a cool location to go on from, so I'm in the garage.
I don't even see you.
I don't even see you. Matt, we basically we've talked about a lot. We've learned a lot. But not only that, we're gonna get Will back at $75,000 by the end of this cycle.
Hell
I'm gonna put $5,000 in an account, and we're gonna trade it up for him.
When you said the end of the cycle, a women's cycle or Bitcoin cycle?
Well, shit, if you're feeling generous, Paul, I can use the cycle too.
Hey, I got you.
I'll take a Peloton or something, anything. All I got right now is a BMX.
Huffy? A little
Yep,
Huffy?
with the pegs.
You got, watch it. Them pegging shit's real out here now.
Hey, I know this is a different topic, but how far is NFTs from cryptocurrency?
Yeah, NFTs are in the same. I mean, they're in the same ecosystem technically. NFTs are basically images or art, whatever you want to call it, that are built onto the blockchain, but same ecosystem, a little bit different mechanics. NFTs actually are interesting. I think actually NFTs will probably do really well here soon. Typically, NFTs start to do really well.
It fell off hard, right?
It did. So I would say
everybody
NFTs
did. Everything did.
Yeah, but I would say NFTs were similar to kind of meme coins, where they have like a really big run towards a specific zone of the entire Bitcoin cycle, and then they crash really hard, similar to how like a Dogecoin would be. And I think that NFT cycle is probably going to come sometime soon. But typically, the NFT cycle has always came at the end of the Bitcoin cycle, which might not be for another 6 to 8 months, I would guess.
But dude, NFTs right now, they're coming back. Like, dude, I just bought one. I bought a photo for like $7,000, basically. It was a tasteful nude of Will, though, so I think that one's really gonna cash in.
Oh, you could have got that for $4.99.
Man, I'm on the wrong sites.
That's on the internet for free.
Yeah, that's some shit.
What about is it? Because so unlike Bitcoin, NFTs, you can make your own NFTs, right?
Technically, yes.
You could. Yep.
It stands for not a fucking thing. NFT.
Bro, I'll tell you what though. Here's the real value in NFTs is the community, right? At the end of the day, right? So if you've got a Bored Ape, for example, you're gonna be able to basically network with other people that have just dropped $30,000 on a fucking picture on their phone. And ultimately, it's no different than, it's very similar to like going to a country club, if that makes sense. And so if you're able to hit that level, then the conversations you're going to have in, say, the Bored Ape, communities, you're probably going to make money out of that.
I'm only at the country club for the egg sandwich, but I don't know where other people are there.
Now, what's to stop somebody that doesn't own an NFT from taking a screenshot?
So an NFT is a non-fungible token. It's basically a tokenized asset. You own something that has been inscribed on the blockchain, essentially. So yeah, you could take a picture of it, but it doesn't mean that you have that intrinsic value of it. Although when you go to explain to your mother at Thanksgiving that you just spent $45,000 on a doodle that's a line drawn sideways, she's not going to understand why you can't just print it out. But we can also speak about the thing that's gone even more extreme than NFTs are bananas taped to the wall. Justin's son just bought that banana. It's not even the same banana. It's just the idea of a banana.
6.4
million. Well,
God
that's
damn.
a steal. I would have gotten it if I knew that. And then he ate the banana. So now that you eat the banana from the art piece, is the art piece just a piece of tape? Can you replace the banana? Like, that's a whole nother level. It's not even tokenized. It's just a concept of something.
Bro,
So
it was a amazing fucking PR stunt that we were talking about.
I actually am working with a gallery right now. I'm holding up a roll of tape to a wall with bananas. What?
And that was Matt Richards. He'll be here all weekend.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try with all fruit. We're gonna be nailing strawberries. We're gonna be, double-sided tape to apples. Whatever. Like, if we can even get 10% of it, I'd be happy. Like, if we could get like double-sided tape to apple and sell it for $1 million, I think I'd call that a win.
Let's go crazy.
You're not wrong. Hey, Matt, I had told some people how you are amazing impressionist of Trump, and I wanted to ask President Trump a couple questions about his theory on crypto.
Let's talk about it. Let's go for it right now.
So President Trump, congratulations on the election. Obviously we've got Gensler, who was definitely hating on the crypto world. Where do you see the crypto market going?
Well, I won. It was a landslide win. Such a great win. A lot of people don't win. Some people never win. I call these people losers. They're losers. They don't win. I won, and I think crypto. If you get it, you'll have it. Some people don't have any crypto. I have lots of crypto. Also, that's Superman's dog, Crypto. What a great dog he is.
President Trump, I think.
What are your thoughts on Hunter Biden being pardoned?
Well, I think you'd have to be a sick fuck to not pardon your own son.
And do you think Hunter should commit as many crimes as possible before the end of the presidency?
He's got carte blanche. I think he should do it. I really do. I think if you can pardon a crackhead, there's no telling. There's no telling what he can do. We still got a lot of year left. So much.
A lot of year left.
There's a lot of time for different crimes he can do.
I'm dead.
Last question, President. Elon Musk, great. We'll see how this fucking goes.
Wait, before he answered that, Trump, I heard that once you become elected, you're gonna lock him back up.
Who's getting locked? Oh yes. Well, I'm first order of business. I'm pardoning P. Diddy. I gotta get him out of there. He's locked up tight. I'm gonna get P. Diddy out. I'm gonna make Diddy great again. Then I'm gonna get Crooked Hillary. She's gonna get locked up. We're gonna lock her up. We're also gonna lock up. Who is it? Wait a sec.
I love the natural echo from the garage.
Oh, it's a great garage. Probably one of the best garages. These are all American-made cars. I'm bringing back industry. I'm bringing the industry back.
All right. Well, sir, thanks for popping in on this one. I
Answer
appreciate that.
a question about Elon Musk. Answer a question about Elon Musk.
Elon is he's great. He's my favorite African American. From South Africa, so technically it counts. He's the richest African American. Some would say he's nigger rich. I wouldn't say that.
Oh my God.
And now the whole podcast gets canceled, but I'm going to give it a pardon. I'm pardoning the podcast.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny? I'm outside, and there are people walking past like, what the fuck? I was going, hey, yeah, how's it going? Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm on the phone with my grandma.
Huge Trump fan.
Yeah, she loves him.
Recently lost her sight, so now she thinks I'm Trump. It's amazing.
Oh, can you imagine someone turning around going, who's saying that? And then they see like, where's Trump over here?
Oh, bro.
They call me Chocolate Trump. That's my name.
Well, dude, we have a public wallet called the Jumping Planets Wallet.eth that we put 1,500 in. God, I guess it was 3 months ago. It got up to 22,000. The market's down right now, so it's sitting at like 9,000. Man, I would like to publicly fund 5,000 for you and Will, and kind of make it so we can go ahead and start trading y'all's wallet. And at the end of the cycle, we'll see how much money you get.
That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah,
Literally, we had our conversation the other day, and I logged into Coinbase for the first time in years. I had like $200 just hanging out in there.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, what's it
I was
in?
like, oh shit. So I got a little bit of
That's
Bitcoin.
like when you pick up an old pants and you find like $5 in the pants. Like, oh shit.
Exact. My grandfather, before he passed away, he told me anytime I take off my pants to put $20 in the pocket. So every time I pick the pants up, I find money.
That's a life hack.
Yeah,
That's
so you
dope.
start every day like, oh shit, $20.
Yeah, that's nothing saying. That's like setting your clock half hour forward and you think you're late and you're not really late.
Well, yeah, eventually you'll catch on. But I tricked the fuck out of myself for a while. I was like, oh, this is nice.
I tried. It doesn't work.
Keep it more simple. Anytime I'm going to spend $20, I take my pants off. That way I never.
Well, I feel you can get away with that.
Yeah, dude,
Well,
so the
then I've got
synopsis.
legs.
This is true. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, Matt, but Bloodboy is literally, he's a fucking cartoon.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I was wondering who that was.
That's the Human Torch.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looked-
He got issues.
Bloodboy.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give him a wave. There you go.
Oh, that's crazy. Is he an NFT?
Actually, what's wild is I'm based off of an NFT, and I've gone into a whole nother dimension. It'd be hard to explain. I'm like
Are you AI?
I'm like someone who only knows how to read an analog clock, but not a digital one. It's confusing for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
he's
AI, not that intelligent, honestly. Maybe artificial.
He's more like
Okay.
TI.
So you generation Y.
I'm more generation what?
Hit the button. Hit the button. That was a good time for Lil Jon. What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't put that one in yet.
Yeah, so some of the stuff that we covered already was talking about how, like, if you were going to put money into crypto right now, or somebody's like, I want to put, $1,000 in crypto, we would actually, as of right now, probably tell you to not put it in Bitcoin. There's other things to put it in.
XRP.
Man, Storm, what you think about that? No, yeah,
Man,
maybe.
I think, dude, I was in XRP like 2018. I've been in XRP for a long time. I sold almost all of it actually for Bobo actually at like 4 million market cap. So it ended up being a good trade, but XRP is tough.
Oh,
It's
Malflex. So real quickly, guys. So the way that he talks, right? We don't talk necessarily in like I bought it at 3 cents and I sold it at 6 cents. If you talk about it in the market cap, right? So he bought Bobo at a 4 million market cap. And are you still holding that bag?
partially, yeah, about 80% of it.
So let's say he put $1,000 in at 4 million. Well, at 40 million is 10,000, right? So Bobo right now is at 100 million.
God
So
damn.
basically, yeah. So he basically, if he left that in XRP, he would have made 4x in 4 years. But instead, he took that bag, put it in Bobo, and made like, let's call it 20x, 25x.
God damn, I like to hear that.
Yeah, XRP is an interesting one. It's in the crypto community. It's super taboo. I mean, most real like people who are big crypto investors kind of shit on XRP because it's always moved on like crazy speculation. It's never really done anything that it's said it was going to do, and so it's had like one or two really big pumps in the past, but they've all dumped really quickly because the utility. The reason people buy it is off this speculation, and it's never really happened yet. XRP has a real chance to do some crazy numbers just because of, one, it has legal clarity now. It beat that case from the SEC. Gary Gensler is like kind of the evil villain against XRP, and he's out with Trump. And you have Brad Garlinghouse now supposedly super involved with this new administration under Trump. And so this is the first time I'd say XRP has a real chance to do a lot of numbers. But I would be really cautious with XRP because I have been following XRP since I started in crypto, and it's always made the same promises of being adopted by, or replacing Swift, and becoming like a global currency for cross-border payments, and it's never done that. And so I would just be cautious with XRP. I think XRP probably does decent in this cycle, but personally, I'm not investing in XRP. I'm staying away from it. It's just been too volatile to me. I bought the top on it too many times. I'm staying more towards meme coins personally.
I'm going to give you the street version of what Storm said. XRP is like CrossFit. They never shut up about it, and you could definitely go to the gym and be just fine without joining a CrossFit gym. And you get injured a lot in CrossFit, but they never stop talking about it, and they never stop talking about how high it's going to go, how amazing it's going to be. It doesn't really do that much. So it's like a fat dude talking to you and saying, you got to do CrossFit, man. You got to go and do CrossFit. And Storm, he's done CrossFit a few times, and he got hurt doing it. And they're like, no, you got to do CrossFit.
I hate kettlebells.
Yeah, I mean, no hate on XRP. Like, they just have
Doesn't
this,
sound like it.
They have this they have this crazy like cult community. They call it like the XRP army, right? That's why a lot of people in the crypto world kind of hate XRP, is because they have these like die-hard people who have been talking about XRP is going to $1,000 overnight because it's being adopted by, it's replacing Swift. And they've been saying that for 5 or 6 years now, right? And that's not going to happen. I'll just tell you right now, it's not going to $1,000 ever, probably. It could do well, and it could do really well this cycle, actually, if it does any sort of the stuff that it's been talking about. But they just have these like crazy cult community members that have been holding it since they bought it in 2018, never sold, and still think it's going to $1,000 overnight. And that's just not going to happen. Not that it won't do well this cycle, but again, I think there's better opportunities in cryptocurrency right now if you're asking me where you should put your money. So, but just a personal opinion.
If someone holds XRP and Chainlink, which do they tell you about first? Just like if someone's a vegan and they do CrossFit, what do they tell you about first?
They tell you about their cold plunge. Is what they do. They talk about the cold plunge and their sauna.
Cold plunge is life, though. That's real shit.
Told you.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, look at y'all.
Y'all listen, you need 15 minutes a week.
I can't afford a cold plunge yet, but I do turn my shower all the way to cold at the end.
That's a start.
Hey, I used a meat freezer for a while.
Pause.
No pause.
That's a pause.
Nah, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Yeah. No, I used a meat freezer that I put a tarp in and just filled it with water, and that worked.
Watch out, Dexter.
Hey, that's some.
Yeah.
That's
hey,
Afro.
there's no warning signs. I'm just bringing a tarp to a meat freezer.
Hey, fill it with water. Put your naked body in it.
Low key, I'm about to get on Facebook Marketplace and look for a meat freezer.
Hey, dude, they're like you can find ones for like $400, like almost brand new, that you can fit in, and you fill it up every morning, break the ice. It's a good alternative, because like a nice cold tub, they're like in the thousands.
Oh, bro, yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah,
it's pricey.
I want labels. Yeah.
True story. I live in Chicago, and I just found out that at one of East Bank Club, a very exclusive gym, they apparently put a snow room in there, so you can go in there and have snow. Like, it snows half the year in Chicago, but like if you're rich enough, this isn't good enough snow for me. I got to go into like my private snow room.
Word.
Define
what
snow,
a ridiculous.
I think of mirrors and other shit.
That is true. You open up into everybody's there ready to get their snow on, and you're the only one standing there butt naked with a straw.
No Diddy. Like I was here for the third party of the night.
That's a good.
Yeah, all good. Well, guys, I know it's time for our musical intermission.
What type of vibe we feeling?
Oh, I don't know. Will, I know you got to go jump on stage. Will froze. That's an NFT right there. I'm gonna take that photo.
Screenshot.
Oh, damn it! I'm gonna turn that into a Will Savance NFT.
Wait! Here goes one.
That's a scary looking finger. Well, you need a manicure.
He's shooting a movie. There it goes. Come on, here we go. I got you on the delay on the Twitter, so. Oh, damn it. It froze again. All good. Yeah.
You never answered the question. What type of vibe we in, gentlemen?
Man, I don't know. What you do? You the DJ.
Dude, I haven't touched music in forever. I fucking don't know.
Why don't you ask that annoying girl at the front of the stage trying to touch your cables, what song should I play next? I'm sure she has some advice.
Why would you talk about Courtney like
Hey,
that?
I got an idea. Yo, since Drake is a sore loser, you heard about Drake suing Kendrick?
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Nah,
What? I've
I've
heard
been
of
that
it.
far off the grid.
Drake is suing Kendrick because,
Because he got his ass handed to him?
yeah, in a
Wow.
nutshell.
Dude, that's crazy.
For what? In defamation of character, or what the fuck?
A minor.
Yo, are you guys serious? It's the biggest thing on the news.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't watch
suing
news.
because the label basically promoted Kendrick's song, saying that Drake was a pedophile and all that jazz.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was the hottest song of the summer.
That shit does slap. It does slap.
Dude, I mean, I would say that whole interaction probably got him the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I would say ignore the crime if it's a good enough rhyme.
Okay, Manny with the bars. I see.
And that, my friends, is the difference between a DJ playing R. Kelly and Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And one's spinning from the closet.
One's canceled and the other one is still being played.
Pretty sure Michael's still alive. I
Yeah,
went
he's
down
hanging
the
out with
wormhole.
Tupac.
I went down the wormhole and.
Oh, Jesus, you're on that? Oh, Lord.
Nah, it's just I don't watch TV. I just watch documentaries and shit.
Okay. Yep.
Well, let's spin it over to the musical intermission, and when we come back, we'll find out if the world is flat.
Man, Matt, Will, dude, appreciate you guys so much. Let's get y'all set up with a wallet and we'll
Hell
get y'all
yeah.
trading.
We got to get y'all back to Austin too.
Oh hell yeah.
I know Will's got to jump in. You got to bounce out. But Matt, if you have a crypto wallet up, I'll go ahead and send you some funds live, so that way there we can get your first trade going.
How do I? So I got the Coinbase thing. I don't know how to.
Do you have a Coinbase wallet?
I do. That's the separate app, right?
Yep.
Let me see.
Whatever you do not screenshot it and put the 12 words out there or anything like that. All right. Do not
So,
do that.
you want to help me set up this wallet?
Yeah. I got you.
All right, bet.
Will, thank you for coming on, man. It was great having you. I hope you can come on again, and hope you have a great show as well. I don't know when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
bouncing
man. I
around.
want to come on again. Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks a lot. This was fun.
Appreciate you guys.
It was more educating to me.
It's open mic night at the Crypto Takeover show.
But I feel like this is like, I feel like this crypto talk is like, it's like learning another language. Like, you got to keep doing it so you could keep understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
I started out knowing nothing, and I'm learning quite a bit.
Right.
I'm just here for the music.
Yeah, man, you're right, dude. It's just a way to, like, as you start to exercise that muscle more, you'll start to put yourself in a mental state of like, all right, well, look, I can take money and multiply those funds at that point, and that's one way to work towards retirement.
Exactly. It's a beautiful, wild world, and there's so much to learn. We try to make it educational. We try to make it fun. Buck, you were just saying how you feel like you're learning. How do you feel it's coming along? Just, eavesdropping on the conversations and dropping in on the conversations. Tell me how you've learned over those last 14 episodes. Actually curious.
No, honestly, like the terminology, well, especially when Storm does his training bit, I felt just like Will the first month trying to figure it out. But just the terminologies and just understanding where to go, what to do, and just how to play, and then having the team on the side definitely helps with the inside trading. But
no, we do not insider trade here. I don't know what you're saying. Do your own research. FBI, if you're listening, Buck Rodgers is taking mushrooms, and I don't know what he's talking about right now. He is.
Is that what you gave me earlier?
Oh dear, not again.
No, he's actually dyslexic. We do our trading indoors, inside. And people who are inside are called insiders. So when we say insider trading, we just mean that we don't trade outside in the cold.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't play Pokemon Go outside. We play inside.
Exactly.
But I will say, though, the great thing about the public wallet is that it teaches you the difference between, in this game, you can get really excited, right? You can see, you can put $100 into something and literally watch it go to like 20 grand, honestly. And you can get super excited with that. And then you can even, if you don't sell out appropriately, right? Like you don't want to just cash out your 20 grand because what you basically do is you're rugging the community. And so there's a way to sell what's called responsibly, where you ladder out basically. If we could teach y'all all about that shit.
I want to learn all that stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're here for, bro. But that's,
yeah.
I mean, there's a way to do it in which that you do it respectfully, and at the same time, you know what I mean? Like there's a way to do this game in a way where you don't fuck people over.
I'd also like to give a special shout out to Nye Jehovah for the stellar review. Quote, nobody is listening. Quote, weak ass channel. These are the reviews that we strive to get, and we appreciate the positive feedback from our community.
What? Is that really somebody put it in?
Someone put that comment on a paired one. Oh, man.
Well, we got 2,100 views right now, so we're doing good, yo.
I'm happy. We're having a good time.
Absolutely.
So wait, I made a username.
Yeah.
Is that you?
That's the first step.
That's Matt. Matt is still here.
I love it.
And then I wrote down my 12 words. You guys
Do
want to hear
not
them?
show
No.
anybody. Do not lose that shit, bro. Like, do me a favor. Like, hide it, but write it down like maybe 2 more times separately. Don't screenshot it. And, like, put one in a safe. Put one where you don't lose it. You know what I mean?
I put it in my notes, but I'm going to also put it into... I might get it tatted.
I hope it says, like Sigma Riz, Ohio.
I'm going to get it tatted, but like in Elvish or some shit. So nobody... Yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody would expect that, except for some elves.
Yeah, it would take a real big nerd to get into my wallet.
Oh, they're out there.
Or the tattoo on your inner thigh.
It's going to be in a place nobody ever sees.
Hey guys, I gotta dip. I'm about to walk into my game at halftime. All
right.
But I gotta run. But I appreciate you guys, Matt, Will. I appreciate you guys coming on. We definitely gotta have you guys on again.
No doubt, Storm.
But yeah, I'll dip. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. But
Good
fun
luck
show.
on the game, bro.
It's
Dude,
so
he
funny.
just called to see us next Tuesday. That's fucked up.
I see Will walking, and I know he's about to walk up to where I am.
Oh shit!
I see his stupid yellow hat down the block.
Yo, Matt, the tattoo artist gonna know your words.
There he is. Look at that idiot. Hey, Will.
I love it.
Ow.
Oh, man.
My God.
Oh my God, that's so meta. I love
Inception.
It. So dope.
You're not even on my screen. Why? I don't know.
Shit, now we're gonna get some feedback.
One of you guys have to mute.
Oh, this is like what two cells can't occupy the same space.
It's like this whole time I thought y'all were the same person, but now I see that you're not.
Racist!
That's why he wears the yellow hat, so you can tell both of them apart. It's real easy.
Exactly.
Chocolate I was not going there with it, you assholes. I hate you.
Hey, all it is 2 comedians, 1 mic.
So I'm working on a new.
I would love to see y'all with a cup. Oh,
these are new fish tokens,
bro. Dude, Matthew. Last week we were talking about there's a site called Pump Fund, and literally somebody had a gun up to a goldfish and was like, "If you don't put my coin to $1 million, I'm gonna kill this fish."
Oh, how'd he do?
He's always buying a new one. You can always buy a new goldfish. We know that.
How'd he do? That is amazing. He did well.
Because there was a kid that was threatening to kill a rabbit for money.
Bro.
Damn, that's messed up.
There was literally a kid on a live stream that took 30 grand from somebody on the stream.
Oh, I saw that. He was like 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheeky bastard.
Oh yeah, but dude, he ended up like they found him. Like, dude, crypto Twitter will find you, and they were going at him.
They doxed his ass.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
I'm
look
doxed,
up-
by the way.
Look how fast Will found Matt.
Feeding them to my piranhas.
I'm feeding them to my piranha. Yeah.
No, so I came into the bar with literally 20 goldfish because I had to come here. I couldn't go home right after I bought the goldfish, but they're piranha food.
You actually have piranha at your crib?
I have a 125-gallon tank with 5 baby Caribe piranhas from the Orinoco River Basin.
That's kind of weird and
So here's
gangsterish
the
at the
thing.
same time.
If I can get the piranhas to breed, they lay 1,000 eggs. It's $100 per baby.
I'm not good at math, but that math is mathing.
Yeah, no one has successfully bred them in captivity. So I said, challenge accepted.
These are newly minted piranhas. Watch out. The liquidity is not locked.
I've dated a few women that said nobody's ever made them come, and guess what I did? Yeah, so I'm no
Count it.
stranger to it.
Count it. He's like, no challenge is a challenge that I could not overtake.
Ain't
By the
no
way,
mountain high.
If I can do that in captivity, I can definitely breed goldfish in captivity.
Exactly.
Dude, I love Matt said one that was hilarious last South by. He said, what did he say? He said, I sent all my hoes home in Lyft.
Yeah, because I don't want them to fuck up my Uber rating. You ever be out with a chick and she get drunk? You can't put her in an Uber. This is going to fuck up your rating. Now your wait time increases. I don't give a fuck about my Lyft rating.
Fuck Lyft. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Will got COVID.
I got COVID 20. I got COVID 2024.
I love that.
I got that new COVID.
You got that bull cycle COVID.
Yeah.
Invest in XRP.
He's going to rob the club of laughter.
Bro, I will say. Amazing. Well, guys, let's let Will jump on stage. And
Will, you
All right,
look
man.
like
I'll talk to y'all
a
later.
new Mortal Kombat
Will.
character.
Yeah, he does.
This is a Haitian
Amazing.
scorpion.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's good.
All right. Me
Talk to y'all later.
This is fun. We should do like a podcast or something.
Oh, yeah, we agree.
Pretty much are.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, we should do like a.
Dude, the response has been great, right? Especially, I think when we add kind of like the comedy element to this too. So we got music, we're talking real estate, crypto. Again, it's been fun so far.
We'll make it educational, make it a little fun. And, Matt, you might be a 30-year-old white man because all of us say we should start a podcast soon.
Hell yeah. I'm about to have a craft brew and think of some concepts.
Oh, I need like a good
Can I get an IPA? Yeah! Yeah!
Fuck, man. Guys, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate y'all. Matt, I'll hit you if you get that.
Oh, it's over?
Will, what are you doing?
It's Will.
Is you rolling?
Oh, Matt's staying on? Dope.
I'm hanging.
Cool.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, because what we'll do, so Matt, the next segment after the musical interlude is we go through the Jumping Planets wallet and we talk about the different projects. And so then, these are projects that will certainly be in your wallet as well. So every time that we'll have analysts that come on, and so we'll have the analysts do live buys.
How long is the musical interlude?
10 minutes.
Cool, I'm going to charge my phone.
Awesome.
You heard it first, Buck.
I'm going to go get juiced up for the second half. But I'm
Yo,
also
bring some of
gonna
that
have
fish over here, Matt. Bring some of that fish over here.
No, I'm not. These are for my piranhas, William.
These are... Awesome. Will, good luck.
Yo, I'll see y'all later.
Later, bro. Hey, by the way, let me know when y'all want to come to. We could do this live in Austin at some point and add a gig into it.
Fun as fuck.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, all right. So wait, I'm drinking it. Cheers, boys. and I'll see you in 7 minutes.
All right, appreciate.
All right.
Later, Will. Good luck, bro.
Later, guys. Yo,
All right,
Matt.
what we
Yo,
got?
Matt. Yo, Matt. Come meet me over here.
I'm coming around the corner now.
little bit of gold in a page. With a little bit of gold in a page.
Figure we'll do some Chicago stuff.
Gold in a page. With a little bit of gold in a page.
For now.
Page. Gold page. With a little bit of gold in a page. With a little bit of gold in a page.
Yup.
With a little bit of gold page. With a little bit of gold in a page.
Pedal down the foothills, wheelies on the front wheel. Real Chuck? Not for play home, bro. I made those and those. I skate those and these. I take both and wear them like I made those. Even if I don't, cuz I'll take those like that. Put them in my knapsack, snap the top latch. 4-finger ring on my belt buckle strap. Got a hold of my jeans, cause they falling off my ass. Then you gotta check these Nikes at the bottom of my pants. Then you gotta check my hip, cause my beeper's on blast. Just got it activated, he ain't even gotta ask. So if my phone's off, you can page my ass. So I guess what it is I'm who I'm and I'm well aware. Gold ropes what I wear, and they big and they hang and they swing here to there, and I'm here.
With a little bit of gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold, 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 gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold, 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 gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold, 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 gold in a page. Gold in a page. Gold in a page.
Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, right in front your bitch. Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, and she think I'm in. Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, right in front your bitch. Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, and she think I'm the shit. Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, right in front your bitch. Jumping out of Bentley in some house shoes, and she think I'm the.
Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Drinking, but we're concentrating, smoke another sweet again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Drinking, but we're concentrating, smoke another sweet again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Drinking, but we're concentrating, smoke another sweet again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Drinking, but we're concentrating, smoke another sweet again. Rolling up another Swisser, rolling up another Swisser, rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Drinking, but we're 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 beat again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again. 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 Rolling up another Swisser, listening to the beat again.
Feel the blast through the top of
styles are nice, I like the toes, I keep on spilling it. Bone crushers, I keep it close, I got the skill for this. On my back, the flyers closed, looking ill as shit. Transactions illegitimate, cause life is still a bitch. And then you die, but for now, life, close your eyes and feel his dick. Since diapers had nothing to live for like them lifers, but making sure every nigga stay rich within my cipher. We paid the price to circle of success, they turn my mic up. I'm about to hit these niggas with some shit that'll light your life up. If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Nobody will fall cause everyone will be each other's crutches. I hope you fools choose to listen, I drop jewels, bust it. These are the rules I follow in my life, you gotta love it. Jiggy jigger looking gully in the joint. If y'all niggas ain't talking about large money, what's the
I'm definitely music ADD today, but that's okay. How we feeling out there, chat? Shall we do more drum and bass? Should we go? Give me some genres to fuck around with. I just do stuff off the spot in my head, so let's see what you got. By the way, to all those who are not familiar with drum and bass, it is not as fast as you think it is. It's literally 85 beats per minute. Just throwing that out there.
And thank you guys for tuning in to the Crypto Takeover. This is our 14th episode. Currently at the music interlude with DJ Buck Rodgers. Totally smashing this shit right now. If you were listening earlier, we had President Trump on. He said he won bigly. Will Savance, Buck Rodgers, trading by Storm. Storm, ladies, got some meat in his freezer. Come and get it. His Bumble account is tradingbystorm.bumble.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart.
Yo, if y'all haven't seen that Yacht Rock documentary on Netflix, Thundercat was in it. It's actually it's basically all Michael McDonald, but it's a dope little watch for those not familiar of Yacht Rock.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor.
One of the homies like, but where the fuck is my yacht? They're gonna call it Yacht Rock, but where's my yacht?
When I'm sitting here, knowing this ain't real. Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart. When I'm sitting here, knowing this ain't real. Why in the world would I give my heart to you? Shut me, bang. Shut me, bang.
right, haven't really touched any new production in a while, but here's some of the last stuff I made. This was this is back in August. Little Mac Miller drum and bass stuff. On a sexy tip though.
But my baby keep it slow. Open up your mind and start forgetting what you know.
I see you, Babies Club. What it do? What up, GG?
Guys, this is a Buck Rodgers OG original. He produced this track, y'all. So we're he's not just a pretty face. Your boy got talent. We already knew that. Anybody wants to download this track, you can get it on Buck Rodgers SoundCloud.
Oh no, they can't find this. I haven't put this out yet.
Oh.
Soon
Unreleased.
Enough. I'm sitting on a bunch of shit that I need to get off my ass and put out.
You do know that the people in this space will easily rip this shit and put it out for you.
Well, remixes are tricky. Covers we can do. Licensing. Or you can just say fuck it. I'm trying to find this Janet Jackson flip I did of Would You Mind. I was watching How High the other day.
Study high.
Study high. Take the test high. Get high scores.
Open up your mind and start forgetting what you know. This shit ain't been the same since you left me here alone. You look so good. Girl, you looking like so good.
All right, I found it. This is my liquid side. You talk about liquidity a lot, but this is my liquid drum and bass. Y'all ever heard country drum and bass? So one of my students in Vegas, we do this little beat challenge where we make them, I put a bunch of genres in a hat and you draw two of them and you have to infuse the two together in a 10-minute challenge. The concept was started in 10 minutes, but I spent about an hour on this. Just keeping it real.
Dude, we should do that live on a Friday.
We can. But, nope, I didn't load it.
Any big fans of country music out there? Any big fans of country music out there?
It's going to be interesting.
Oh, shit. Okay. What you know about Texas? Oh, okay. A little flip.
I can take that a cappella. What you know of... Not, well, that's T.I. though.
Yeah.
Got some Woody in here, though. It's the switch up that gets me, though. It sounds like a fucking reality TV show somewhere out in the woods. right here. Just kidding. Second half. Don't know my own shit. This one right here. By the way, our first Jumping Planets track, actually, what's today? It drops Friday. Hey, yo, our first single for Jumping Planets drops this Friday. But I'm going to play some original shit we're still sitting on, and one of my favorite tracks. And more on some mid-tempo. I actually sampled Ghostland Absorbatory, keeping it in Austin. I guess we're just showing music off for the intermission. Where you at, Z?
For the lights, yeah, I'm off that. Live for the hype, yeah, I'm off that. Name your price, yeah, I'm off that. I'm off that, I'm off that. Yeah, do it for myself, yeah, I'm on that. Giving niggas hell, yeah, I'm on that. Every last blood cell, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that, I'm on that. Y'all boys too so-so. For your squad and your mob, it's a no-go. Kick a hole through your logo. JP in this bitch, take a photo. You really don't know, though. We the motherfucking boys with the mojo, yeah. Came for the dolo, and to put the whole world in a chokehold, yeah. Fuck what they like, we doing us for the night, and for life. Hating on us, it's on sight. It's on sight, church. It's on sight. It's on sight. Here for the love, not the likes. Do it for the lights, yeah, I'm off that. Live for the hype, yeah, I'm off that. Name your price, yeah, I'm off that. I'm off that, I'm off that. Do it for myself, yeah, I'm on that. Giving niggas hell, yeah, I'm on that. Every last blood cell, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that, I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. JP, I'm on that. 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 I could give a fuck what they say though. I know what I'm made for, any everyday bro. Y'all niggas ain't ready for the payload. Blow you out the park if you think you on the way, ho. Nigga, we ain't hot, we is fuego. Keep popping off, we gon' knock you in the K-ho. JP, finish and fatality, Kano. Didn't pay attention, now you're getting what you pay for. Me and my squad is way more than faithful. We up in this bitch and we is not playful. We out of the park with Jose Canseco. Hating on us, it's on sight. It's on sight. It's on sight. It's on sight. Here for the love, not the likes. It's on sight. It's on sight. It's on sight. Here for the love, not the likes.
that's a nice flip.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Buck Rodgers.
Hold on, I gotta
was...
switch the audio.
Oh, well, I can't.
Well, I can't. Well, I can't hear y'all. Keep talking.
Can you hear
talk
me?
to me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Well, that's all that
Can
matters.
you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Sounds like an echo. But
Verizon.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Verizon.
Right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Dude, that was dope, man. What I loved about that is how you were talking about how like you're doing different flips and shit like that, dude. It's when you're working with real musicians and real artists, it's always an experience. And when you're working with real comedians, I got to say that was probably one of my favorite first halves of a show we've ever had, man. I haven't laughed that hard in a minute.
Just wait till we airdrop them nut Eno. Think about what can happen.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose their shit.
Yeah, wait till we send Matt some nut and you. Let's not go down that rabbit hole though. Been there, done that.
Also,
nutted you.
Update.
Before.
The world might be flat. That's about as far as I can get with my research.
Hey, Manny, we got a question in the chat. Bloodboy, my bad. We got a question in the chat. Okay. Somebody said, do you think that Bitcoin dip is going to happen before January 20th, or will the inauguration create another pump?
I think we're going to see some sort of dip before. It's a long ways away for it not to dip in cryptocurrency. Yep. It's a bearish flag that's being shown. If you look on the chart, it's going upwards. When you see a flag pattern that goes up, that's a bearish pattern. I think we're going to hit some resistance. I think we also see Bitcoin dominance going down a little bit. I would think that there's going to be a dip, and we're going to see alt season and meme season start to take off in the beginning of January is my estimate based on historical data and where we're tracking. and that's going to have some effect on the price of Bitcoin. And then, where is that going to go up for the inauguration? I don't know if it's going to be directly tied to that. I think the stronger point was the tie into the election, because the election sort of prices in that there's probably going to be an inauguration in the upcoming future. That's my thoughts on it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, here's the thing: is what people. I think what people don't understand about crypto is days in crypto feel like weeks, weeks feel like months, months feels like years. It's just happening that quickly. There's that much information coming at you that it's tough to turn your brain off, really. And so I think it's one of those things where between now and the 20th of January, dude, that's a month and a half from now. That is almost the equivalent of what's going to feel like a year and a half for those that are actually following crypto. And what I mean by that is that if you're going to be a trader, not Benedict Arnold, but somebody just right below that level of trading. We're the comedians. I fucking quit. Thank you so much. Like if this is a set it and forget it thing, but Nayeli, for example, she's the person that asked this question. We've been talking a lot about Bitcoin. She's like, look, I just want to push, and I'm like, I get that, but you could potentially push into something else and then take those profits and get more Bitcoin between now and that time. And that's where charting comes into play. Because again, it's just, it's like, thinking about this in real estate terms, because she's a real estate agent of mine, or not, work with her, not mine, is that, it's the difference between just saying like, look, I want to buy real estate, and you just close your eyes and just throw a dart at the map, versus saying like, look, I'm going to buy in these areas maybe because Tesla opened up in Southeast Austin, and therefore I know that real estate's going to appreciate quicker. We can all agree that real estate's going to go up over time, like we can all agree that Bitcoin's going to go up over time. But is Bitcoin the best investment for me to make right now? The answer is probably no, right? There's going to be other coins that run. Yes, there might be a little bit higher of a chance of them going down, but there's enough tea leaves that can tell us what's going to happen. And it's already happening, right? And so, dude, I had the irony is I had my neighbor across the street. He was like, what should I buy? And I had him about a week and a half ago, I had him buy 10 grand in H-bar, and that's gone up 2.5x. So in that time frame, I look like a genius. If that was my bag, I probably would have sold it and bought something that would have dipped, right? And so the difference of like sitting on your hands is super important, and not fudding yourself and trading yourself out of your bags.
Yeah, I think that during the bull run is where you put a little bit more risk. Right now, Bitcoin's at 90-something thousand dollars. Let's say it goes to 250, 300,000. That's a 3x over the period of a bull run. You want to go into, in my opinion, and not financial advice, you want to go into slightly higher risk, and that can even be Ethereum, Solana, H-bar. We're not talking about micro caps even.
Yep.
Get your returns there. And then at the end of the bull run, when things start to dip, you want to pull that out to fiat or stables. And then once Bitcoin has found a bit of a bottom, then you rotate in there, and you have a very secure place to put your money. That would be the strategy. Maybe investing in Bitcoin earlier on in the cycle would have been better, but when it's starting to top out, you're going to limit the returns. However, if you're someone who's older and you're retiring and you don't want to think or worry about it, Bitcoin, the returns that it could give you are still very solid right now.
For sure. And here's the thing, right, is there are, I would say there are some people that are saying, look, we could be at a local top for a while on Bitcoin. There are folks that say that it's going to go significantly higher. I don't necessarily know of anybody that's calling for Bitcoin to go up 3x from where we're at now. Maybe in the next cycle. So that means that you'd have to put in money now on something, and in the next cycle, hypothetically, it goes up to 3x. Well, guess what? In the term of the next 4 years, 3x is okay. There's a lot of risk associated with that, though, right? It's going to drop. It's going to. That's just the way it works. For the most part, there's some things that are happening kind of within the market that would dictate maybe that's not going to be the case, right? Obviously, with the strategic reserve potential of the U.S. jumping into Bitcoin and whatnot, it's definitely a lot more bullish stuff happening than in the past. And we're also operating at an already previous, we're higher than we were previously by maybe like 30, 40%, somewhere in that range, maybe 50%. Like if the previous all-time high was like 72 and we're close to 100. So, for us to go 2x to 4x from there, in my mind, now I'm not Storm. In my mind, I don't know, but I do think that an H bar that is still 50% to where all-time high is, to me, that's got a much higher potential, and it's currently sitting at, I think, like an 11 billion valuation. And so to go from 11 to, for that to double, it would have to go from 11 to 22. Well, if you're thinking about other meme coins, like thinking about TON or other projects that are great L1s, maybe that's where I would consider putting money, as the money is going to kind of flow from your Bitcoin to your majors to your mid caps to then your memes.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, depending on what your risk is, obviously we are talking about much higher risk but higher reward meme coins. You can find coins, $500 million market cap, multi-billion dollar market caps that are still going to give you a higher return than Bitcoin right now. And the idea is to get that return during the short term this year, take that money and then put more money than you would have had into Bitcoin during the bear market for that long-term hold as you hibernate your blockchain, waiting for the next bull run.
Yeah, I think that's the move. In theory, get into something now that you are saying, okay, if it's between now and the next 2 years, if you're not going to be a day trader and you're just going to be like, look, I want to be relatively safe, right? You can get into something that is a very good project that's backed by a lot of companies, and then say, okay, at some point when we know that we're going to be close to the bear market, I'm going to go ahead and pull those funds out, put it into USDT, and then once Bitcoin drops, because it's going to, then you go ahead and throw that money from stables into Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden, if you model this out over 4 or 5 years, similar to real estate, right? If you model this out over 4 or 5 years, you're going to have significantly more Bitcoin than if you just put 100K into Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, because if you can put even, let's just say you double your money compared to what you would get, or let's say 3 or 4 times. So you put 300,000 into Bitcoin, and you do it not only with more money, but you do it at a lower valuation and market cap of Bitcoin, not timing it perfectly, but you do it after the bull run has cycled through. You can have 8 or 9 times more Bitcoin coming out of this than you did, and you're not even taking a giant risk in terms of the assets that you're investing in. And we look at meme coins, and we look at things that are a lot riskier, but also have insane returns. But the idea for us also is to get those returns, and then at the end of the bull run, be able to sell, scale out, and put them into stable, secure, assets and investments. And secure, I say they still are risky assets. Don't invest anything more than you can afford to lose. None of this is financial advice. Paul, by the way, sort of liking this podcast vibe over here going on. Feeling very formal. I've got a mic. You've got a mic sticking out from the side. Like, this is pretty cool over here.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, when I go through your computer on your screen, am I a cartoon as well?
You're not a
cartoon. Is it just a filter?
But you're lacking a few pixels at the moment, and it's probably just my CPU. I'm not paying it overtime, but it's working overtime.
No, it's definitely happening. It's actually we have what I call 64-bit mode, and that's what I'm in right now.
A little Mario Land going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not on shrooms, and I've done shrooms at Mario Land, but I'm not sure if that's a technical analysis.
Was that in Toontown?
No, that's where my family's from. And I've had my childhood traumas from Toontown. We don't want to bring that up on the show.
I'm going to do some EMDR on you, okay? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
I love that you just dropped some deep therapy terms over there. EMDR, by the way, is one of the most successful ways of erasing traumas and dealing with mental changes. But I appreciate it. This is a man who knows his therapy, possibly needs more, but EMDR has done wonders for me. I'm telling you, it's some good stuff. Like, it's pretty miraculous.
Dude, it's crazy. Maybe we should
Yeah.
we should definitely do a crypto takeover takes on mental health with EMDR, because pretty sure there's a lot of people out there could use it.
Let me see if I can get my eyes to move right to left. It's a little weird.
It did. That's impressive.
Yeah, I feel like there's still a little bit of green pixelation left from my childhood. I want to go 100% red.
I'll tell you. Man, by the way, dude, shout out to DJ Tank in the chat. Dude, DJ Wally Sparks. Dude, we got some dope-ass DJs in the chat, too. What I love about the Crypto Takeover show is we are trying to help everybody make money, not just the DJs. The DJs, not the DJs.
Well, you can't spell degen. Well, you could spell it without degen. Now that I think about it.
Almost. That's the first time I've heard you fail.
Oh.
You're usually pretty quick with the whips.
Well, sometimes failure is the destination. And I thought the degen DJ thing was a pretty good connection. Speaking of, totally unrelated, actually, that song was dope as hell.
Which one?
The one that you guys are going to be dropping on Friday,
just that
the new one.
Oh, no, that's not the one
copy.
we're dropping. That's not the one we're dropping. That's the one I want to drop, but we're sitting on that one. But
So that's an undropped drop that you're not dropping.
Yeah.
How much drop did the dude drop? Hey, Manny, by the way, I was trying to tell Buck, I was like, dude, like in this space, like people are just going to take this, literally just download it, and then all of a sudden your track's released.
That's fine.
Okay.
I haven't metadata on them.
It's tokenized.
It's already an NFT. It's already an NFT. It's already live on Audius. Speaking of
The only issue is he doesn't have his seed phrase, so it's tokenized for Zilly.
Jesus Christ. Don't worry about that.
Why are you bringing up old shit? That's like bringing up Doggerinu, Manny.
I know. What can I say? Speaking of Doggerinu, let's take a look at the Jumping Planet's wallet.
Hold on one sec. Let me hold on. Yep, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
It's negative.
Still holding. No, it's not. That's not how this works. Bear with me. I need to find out where I put it.
Just closing browser tabs, God knows what right now.
Yeah. What is incognito? JK. All right.
Chino Chase, I'll leak the song for you, Buck. What a pal. Chino, shout out to your unmanager manager. These are the record label you didn't know you signed to.
Yep.
Unassigned records. That record label releasing your shit that you didn't sign with.
It's fine. They're all registered, so go ahead and make it. I still get the royalties.
I got royalties. Is that how that song goes? I love that. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and let's do the old pull it up.
Well, it actually went up another.
Oh. Well,
still whipping his fat little baby hippopotamus ass around.
I'll tell you what. Where's Matt at?
And he's cooking up the goldfish.
He's probably on stage, is what's happening.
Yeah,
He's literally.
I guarantee he's on stage.
Hey, tell him to bring us on stage. That would be hilarious if we get brought up on stage at the Comedy Cellar. That is a flex.
Whatever. They're up there bumping mics.
Maybe. All right.
That's what they call them these days.
Well, good news. Everything's down.
Well, at least we start with the positive.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
We
dude,
don't
I
have
heard
to
Mog
start
is
there.
getting. I heard Mog is getting listed
Coinbase.
on Coinbase tomorrow.
It's
That actually
starting.
might be a good one. Actually, dude, I think that if there's a coin to buy today, my assumption is it's probably stonks.
Yeah, for dollar cost averaging, stonks would be definitely the buy today. Although, everything is basically getting hammered on Ethereum, especially. A lot of the liquidity is just more focused on Bitcoin and more of the fun chains like Solana at the moment. but it whips back so quickly. And I think that Ethereum's going to have its moment, starting in January. It's really going to turn on the heat and bring that liquidity back. But on the flip side, there's some good buys to be had right now in this market.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. I just think with kind of everything that happened with Stonks today, to me that is well, I mean, shit, Stonks and Doggo Inu both actually, right? Where it's two tokens that are two projects that kind of took some hits that are both great projects that are going to come up with. I mean, they've got solid teams and they've got a lot of money behind them.
Yeah.
To me, those are two projects that I think would be wise, personally.
I completely agree. They're definitely oversold, and none of the fundamentals have changed at all. When you find good projects that are building consistently with great people behind them and the community on the team, this is the time to buy. This is like the members only sale, before they open the doors to the bull run. That's how I would describe December.
Yeah, especially what I love about Doggo Inu is that you're getting really ready to roll out new marketing materials. You got a new website, you've got new branding. All that is going to be huge. You have some top holders, and your top holder is part of Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, which is basically what Elon is saying he's going to be doing within the U.S. government, which is ridiculously bullish. I think anything that Elon does pretty much turns to Doge.
They're a more graduated meme. They hit around 500 million. They've pulled back. I'm not sure what they are at the exact moment, but he's not just any holder. He's holder number 2. We've got a lot of whales from different projects, Nero, from Department of Government Efficiency, and the tokenomics are banging. They're amazing. And these are the pullbacks where you find things that are oversold, but the fundamentals have not changed. When the project's fundamentals have changed and there's a real problem, then you got to worry about it. When a project's fundamentals, like in Stonks or in Doggo Inu or Bloodboy or Babies, that haven't changed, but the market has affected their price, you want to take advantage of that market situation. That's an opportunity. And I think that when it comes back, people who are locking in the positions at these prices will be very, very happy. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Only invest when you are able to lose.
100%. And so this is by far the most risk-on assets that you could probably invest in, aside from probably California real estate in 2008. That was pretty bad. Maybe mortgage-backed securities in 2009, 2010. That wasn't great either. That's right up there with this, basically.
I would say it's slightly better because there's a potential for things to go right. But yeah, this is a dip in the market. You can't moonboy and say it's always perfect.
Yep.
But when you have these dips, they are opportunities, especially when that liquidity is getting ready to start being released from Bitcoin into Ethereum. These coins are all based on the Ethereum blockchain. That's the value they get in their liquidity pool. So not only do you have the effect of the memes getting more liquidity, but Ethereum going up also affects the market cap and the price. So it's a multiplier. I see really good times ahead. Just have to have, I wouldn't say conviction, just look out, zoom out a little bit and understand that right now, time in the market is better than timing the market. Things flip quickly. So
Facts.
just staying in the market for longer, playing it stupid, sitting on your positions and holding, that's going to do better than trying to outsmart a market that is much smarter than 99% of people. And you get paid for waiting, essentially. And not that long. If you've made it this far, or if you're just getting started, we are right around the corner from meme season. Good times ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. If you are jumping into the crypto world today, right? I think that if you're able to jump into the crypto world today and have a kind of a clear mind of saying, okay, I'm not going to chase, and start to really have kind of the fundamentals down, you can make a lot of money. you can also get into the market today and lose a lot of money because you're going to be chasing, green candles essentially. So today's the day that if you were going to say, all right, I'm going to take money out of savings and I'm going to put it into crypto, this is where you want to look at those conviction plays. This is,
and conviction. Like that's an interesting word, Paul, that people use a lot.
Yeah, a lot of times it's like it means that you're locked up.
Yeah, there's different ways to look at it. But when I think of a conviction play, I always say this to my communities. Consistency builds conviction. Projects that are consistently showing up and building, and that's basically every project you're seeing on the screen here. Those are the ones that people know that when I put my money in, the market conditions are ready, or the market cap gets to the place that I can invest in the size that I want to. I'm willing to have conviction because I see consistency from the team and in their execution.
Mm-hmm.
We're going down a rabbit hole over here.
Bear with me. I'm switching up over to Safari because I have all the jumping planets.
Oh, you can just right click on it, Paul, and it brings up the chart.
Motherfucker. Okay, there we go.
What I do to mothers has nothing to do with how these tokens are doing.
This is fair. Dude, I do want to make a point, though, that this is where time in the market plays out well, is that in this case, right, if I were to say to Buck 3 months ago, all right, bro, we're going to put $1,500 in this account, and at the end of 3 months, you're going to cash out with $9,700, you would probably be like,
okay.
That's a good deal, right? And so this isn't a downtime. Now, the expectation is that a lot of these projects are going to, let's say, at least 2x or 3x from here. Having said that, though, right, if we're like, all right, we're looking for a 2x, then this, if you just want a 2x, this isn't the portfolio for you, right? Because there's, okay, by the way, we got Matt back. Let's bring up what's up, man? How are you? Let's bring up, let's bring us all up, but then have the screen in there.
Did you get juiced?
Oh, I'm damn near full of
You got
juice.
the juice?
I got the juice. Call me OJ.
Love that.
Don't
You
call
can-
me OJ. hey, Will, can I get a double Hennessy on the rocks?
Oh, it's double entendre.
Yeah, that's my podcast fluid.
Yeah, I love that. We call that the
I went downstairs.
you're getting juiced. Twice, 3 times. I love that. Yo, okay.
I'm 3X in the juice.
I love it. All right, so Matt, basically what we're looking at here, this is the Jumping Planets wallet. So this is what we're going to start to do with your wallet as well. So this is the public wallet. 3 months ago, we put $1,500 in this wallet, and right now the market is down brutally, and yet, like I told Buck, I said, man, if 3 months ago I said to you, we're going to put $1,500 in a wallet, and we were going to cash out 3 months later, and you had $9,400, would you think that was a good return? And he said, yeah, because that ends up being, what, a 500% return? Manny, you tell me, it was 600% return?
1,500 to 10,000, it's about an 800% return.
Yeah,
It's
so
about
8x.
times.
I feel
Maybe
like
a little bit less.
if I keep hanging out with you guys, I'm gonna need to learn more math.
We just make it up as we go.
That's about 800%.
Yeah.
800x. Oh shit, there go Will.
What's going on? Back.
Oh, look who it is.
Just a game? Just a fucking game?
It's 660% basically.
How
So
did
it's
his shirt get more yellow than his hat?
660%. So again, in 3 months, in the downtime, we've got 660% return. That's dope.
Last week it was up to 20K.
Right, but you can't think about it like that, right? Like,
No, I know.
But it's easy to think about that. You're like, well, shit, I had that last week. But like, what you got to do is you got to say, look, this is a long time investment, right? So this isn't something where you're going to be like, all right, I'm gonna cash out. And yeah, you could do that. But at the same time, like we, for the most part, all agree that this is going to be, the bull cycle is going to last at least, until the summer?
What is a bull cycle? Thank you.
All right.
For
Go
the
for it.
idiots.
Oh, yeah, no, I got you. Manny, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we're the guys who learned math on Hooked on Phonics. Apparently, it has nothing to do with it. The bull, there's bull and the bear. Bull is something that's positive in the market. Bear means a negative market or a down market. So the bull run is when you have a period of time. It happens about every 4 years in crypto, that there's massive amounts of liquidity that are put. Liquidity is money that's invested into the market, and you see huge returns, especially on the. We got a very, very loud noise over there. I don't know if you guys can mute for.
There we
Yeah. Okay. Just so make sure everybody can hear. So during a period of time in a bull market's when it's going up, there's something called the bull run, which is where it basically gets put on steroids. You see crazy things happen, 100x, the 1000x on these coins. And we haven't hit that part of the bull run for the smaller cap coins. The bull run has started for Bitcoin, which is the largest coin in the market, but that money has not flowed down into the lower market cap coins like the ones we're showing here. And yet you still have a 3-4x on these coins in a bad time in the market. Once that market turns so that that money is going into the lower caps, you can see insane gains start to happen. And that period of time that it occurs, typically, like you were saying, Paul, is somewhere probably towards the end of the summer is when it's going to start scaling down. But you never know for sure. A good sign of knowing when to start laddering out or start slowly selling out of your positions is as soon as people tell you that it's never going to go down, that's when you want to get out. And when people tell you it's never going to go up, that's when you want to buy. You buy fear and you sell greed. And that's a good strategy for everything.
Who's these people you talking about?
Everybody in crypto, you'll see people talking and saying it's never going to go down. You got billions more to go. When people start telling you that it's never going to go down, that's usually a sign that you've hit the top of that market cycle and you don't want to be left hanging as the last person to sell.
So based on that logic, when Storm said XRP isn't really going to go up, we should buy it.
Well, he was talking. So XRP is at what, $2.50 or something?
Yeah, I think it got up to. What did it get up to? Let me see. Oh.
There's people who are saying that from this part, XRP is currently $2.58. Can you go to the main page, Paul, just so you can see where it's. Look, that is not the Trump that I support. My Trump is darker, more of an attitude, and has a lot of. Also, shout out to South Korea for throwing their own January 6th.
Good Lord. All right. So, prime example right there, right? That's super bullish. Trump appoints pro-crypto Paul Atkins as new chair of SEC. Yeah, that's pretty much just like open up the floodgates. But all right. So, Matt, right here, right? You see basically right now XRP is at $2.59. And that's what most people are looking at when they look at crypto. My first cycle in, I looked at that number right there, right? And I'm like, all right, well, if I got into Doge at 5 cents and I sold it at, 50 cents, I made 10x, right? I made 10x on my money. The way that I look at it is I look at it at market cap, right? Because if you find a coin or a project that's at $1 million market cap with a good, with a good team, and it goes to 100 million, now all of a sudden you got 100x, right? There's a big difference there versus, and so to me, I'm always looking at market cap is to say, okay, where could this go? Is this something that if it 10x's from here, which would be, roughly $26 for XRP, it would have a market cap of 1.5 trillion, which if you look at Bitcoin right now, probably has similar market cap would be my guess. What's Bitcoin's market cap?
That's what I was going to try to say, Paul. If you go to the top and you just click cryptocurrencies, we can see all of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world. So it's at $2.50. XRP is now number 3 in the world.
Yeah, I got it.
People in XRP were saying it's going to go to $100. So it's going to flip Bitcoin in value. Those are some asinine predictions, in my opinion. And that's why he was saying probably not going to happen. That'd be like, I don't even know what that'd be like. It's saying your house would appreciate from 100,000 to 60 million. or something like that. Like these are crazy numbers. Could it do 2 or 3 times that amount? Very possibly. Will it ever flip the valuation of Bitcoin? 100% not. That doesn't make sense.
Because what people will do is they'll take profits from XRP and they'll just roll them into fucking Bitcoin, right? Because people aren't going to hold. Like the idea is that eventually people are going to take profits, and typically profits trickle up, right? It's going to go down and then it's going to go back up.
Yeah, so it's at 148. Is it 148 billion right now, the market cap? Yeah.
Yep.
So it would be 25 times.
Yeah.
About 25 times. Like, it's not going to flip Bitcoin in market cap. So when people are making predictions like that, it makes you cautious about, going full in on it. Could it go higher? Absolutely. Could it do a few times this? Absolutely. Will it be flipping Bitcoin this cycle? I would bet at my bottom dollar that it's not going to. That's where he was coming from.
That makes sense. This is Coyote.
What's up, Coyote? You got a dog? Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Oh, Coyote's chilling.
Oh. Hey, is that the dog that was licking somebody's ass outside? I like Coyote.
Matt's like, I got a little dog in me. I was looking so.
I love it. Coyote's like, leave me alone, sir. Yeah, man, because think about this, right? For it to go up to whatever people are predicting in that level would put it at a $3.7 trillion valuation, which the whole crypto market total right now is at $3.5 trillion. So that's the shit that people say to get you to throw in more money. And while they're getting you to throw in that money, they're taking their money out.
Yes. Very, very true. When people give you numbers that don't make sense, very often you see money going out that's theirs, and you are being used as exit liquidity. But we're not in that place in the market for memes at all. Right now, there's a lot of fear. A lot of charts are down. That's a really good time to go buy in. When people are scared in the market, you want to buy in then. You want to buy the fear. And even though there's greed in the overall crypto market, in the meme sector, the amount of good charts that are down are crazy, and that's a really good opportunity. So there's definitely fear there, or as we say at Bloodboy, when there's blood in the streets, buy the blood, even if it's your own. Quote from our key opinion leader, Warren Buffett. Luckily, he did it as a volunteer because we could not afford his rates.
Would you say it also has to do with like Christmas and all that shit coming up? People, or is that just?
Oh, 100%.
Christmas, New Year's, all that shit.
I know personally, in my crypto experience, every time I've gotten to the holiday season, that's when I pull out the crypto and exchange it for cash to get presents.
The same shit happens with rent, by the way, right? So if you look at the cycle of a month, typically, as you get closer to rent is when people will start to pull some out, right? So if you want to even time that a little bit and pull a little, if you use that as your cycle to be like, all right, well, I'm gonna pull out. By the way, I don't pull out, but when I do, leave
it in.
Yeah, leave it in. Yep. I don't pull out. But if I were to pull out, I pull out mid-month.
Because you see a lot of, there are key things like people buy gifts. Taxes are another time where you see dips that are going to come. So you got to be smart about it. And when people are telling you to buy when those events are happening, you want to be cautious. But if you buy after that dip has occurred, you have really good opportunities. That is a coin we do not need to look at or see.
So Matt, let me tell you a story about what sitting on your hands means, right?
Go ahead.
So a friend of ours who happens to be our co-host, he got in at you got in at 60,000?
I got in at 60,000.
60,000. It's a great story.
I'm going to hang myself at 90 million.
Yep. And so he got in at 60,000, right? 60,000 market cap now, not 60,000 for the coin, right? And he had a lot of it, enough of it to the point where he sent a fair amount over to the Jumping Planets wallet, which still is a lot. And then he basically sold at $2 million, which he still did well, right? I mean, he did really well, right? At 60, 600, he 10x'd, right? So he crushed it. And now that token is at 52 million.
So he came up and got out when the getting was good.
That's fair. It's still a win. But had he left what's called a moon bag, let's say he left 10% of that in there or whatnot, right? All of a sudden at that 60,000, had he left $1,000 in there, basically, he would be sitting on a substantially more amount of money, essentially, right? Because
I was gonna say, what the fuck is a moon bag?
it's not
That
the
sounds
party.
like some shit my uncle used to do.
It's not the it's not the party stuff that y'all do in Brooklyn, all right? It's not the Williamsburg stuff that you do.
It's not a small bag in the fifth pocket of your jeans. That's not what we talk.
I thought I was the only one. Shit.
Stay away from Uncle Steve. He on the moon bag right now.
It's leaving a little bit of money in a project in case it goes absolutely crazy. Luckily for my mental health, and speaking about a mental health program, Paul consistently reminds me of where Mudang is each and every week to help my mental health. Thank you.
You mean the pygmy hippo or the coin?
The pygmy hippo. He lets me know exactly how much I would have had if I didn't sell.
Wait, hold up. There's a Mudang coin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one we're talking about. Yeah. So let's say he put $500 in that as his moon bag at for example, at 60 million, which it definitely hit, actually maybe hit higher, but at 60 million, his $500 would be 500,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why there's crazy returns that can happen. Hey, I missed some, and I've hit some.
This is why I'm glad we're all friends now.
I mean, it's
y'all
just
got,
like
y'all got to tell me about the next coin.
Oh wait, let's take a look at Bloodboy and Doggoino for sure. Doggoino, we just rolled out brand new refresh on our branding. I'm loving it. Shout out to Dom. But look at that. So it's Doggo, small Doge, much wow. It comes from the meme Doge originally, that vibe. So Doge is a Shiba Inu. Doggo is a Shiba Inu with a back problem, short spine syndrome, a little wonky. So small is like that internet slang.
It's basically a retarded dog.
So small Doge.
SMOL.
Yeah, SMOLE. It's got that, that internet vibes that people fell in love with Doge, which means dog in Japanese, but still got much wow. It's like an underdoggo story, still kicking ass. It 100% could never pass a DUI test, though. This thing can't walk straight for more than 2 feet.
That's hilarious.
It's small Doge, much drunk. No, but we're very happy. We cleaned it, really nice, clean branding. We're rolling out a new website shortly. And it's interesting as you hone in on that narrative in a positive way. You can't say midget Doge or retarded Doge, but small is a much more PR-friendly way. Eventually you have a lot of publicity that comes as your coin grows, and it's going to be hard for the New York Times, say to publish an article about the midget retarded Doge. That one's going to, could be cut in editing, put it that way.
Now that Trump is going to be president again, do you think we can start a coin called Tard Coin?
Oh, there's much worse.
Yeah.
That's not even starting.
Yeah, we could, for sure. Absolutely.
The surface.
Yeah. Sure.
100%.
I think you should be the spokesman as Trump does.
I'm so down. Chocolate Trump is backing Tard Coin. What a great coin. It's probably one of the best coins. You know that.
Billions on billions on billions.
The market cap is $1 trillion.
Yeah, I think that could work. Yeah.
Well, we're not. There's Trump-related coins that are so far off the deep end that I can't really even mention them on air. We literally will get canceled, and I wouldn't feel comfortable saying them, but we can send you some tickers, and I tell you, you'll get some good laughs on these things.
Wait, what you call me?
Tickers with a T.
Yeah, but it was ticker with a hard R.
Sure was. I heard it.
I used a hard R in the ticker.
Ticker.
Yo, that's my ticker.
Send me some tickers.
Oh, Lord.
My ticker.
I don't know. I'm just hungry for some tikka masala.
I wish a ticker would.
I am going to refrain from all this. Yep. Hey,
let
by
me
the way,
move on.
there's a new project that just came out, Matt, called Nut and You.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
It's a project that you have a little bit of a hard time pulling out of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hard pass.
The project that I want to talk about right now is Stonks. So, Matt, this is a project that is a play off of like the original meme. It's a play on the word stalks, basically called Stonks.
Yes.
Part of the whole kind of GameStop kind of vibe. And so very, very, very well-known meme. Dude, it took a pretty big dive today, but it's actually already starting to recover. I would say, I'll send you some funds. I do think you should definitely put some money in this because to me, this is easily at least a 5 to 10x pretty quickly, as the team and the project is super solid.
See, these are all coins. All these projects are just down way more than they should.
For sure.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you guys know this, but Diplo is actually holding Stonks now as well. So Diplo.eth, if anybody wants to send Daddy Diplo some money, feel free.
You lost me at Daddy.
I know it's loud where I'm at, but my crypto journey has been wild. I got into Bitcoin at $3,000. When it was $3,000 a coin, I bought 2.
Jesus.
And I held them until it hit 19, right before it dipped again. So it was a great Christmas for everybody. Do I wish I held them? Obviously. But then Dogecoin, I made $240,000 off of Dogecoin. So I got it when it was fractions of a penny. And then when Elon went on SNL, that was a great day for your boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, really good. And so, Matt, what we'll learn through our crypto journey together is the value of laddering out versus full stacking.
Yeah, I think I full stacked.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and there's I'm sure a lot of people within the Doge community probably sitting around you right now that would not be happy with you.
Yeah, it was a dick move, but I didn't know about the community of it all.
Yeah.
I was very selfish.
Well, you just didn't know.
Yeah, but now I want to learn how to ethically pull out.
Yeah, it's just making eye contact the whole time.
Call me daddy.
Call me daddy.
I think knowing their name is a good first step. Yeah, any good movie ends with a full stack. Oh, I'm just here for the full stack scene.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, but
man, I feel like we said a lot today.
Let's drop by Bloodboy. We got to check out that chart. That is way lower than it should be. Again, there's a community that's consistently grinding. Everybody knows Bloodboy. You just have to understand that consistent grind, those strong communities, an amazing meme. You have both the Mac Fury meta and you have the market meme meta of when there's blood in the streets, buy the blood. These are coins that will do very, very well when that liquidity rotates into the lower market cap coins. And like you talk about Doge, at one point Doge was a tiny coin. These are all coins that are similar to Doge. I'm not saying it's the next Doge. Doge is going to always be, the top meme coin. But you get into these lower market cap coins at these times, and the potential is astronomical. And the ones that you want to go into at these higher risks are the ones with consistent teams that are showing up and building every day. Babies Club, Bloodboy, Doggo Inu, Stonks, all of them really great projects.
You know, Matt, have you heard of Pepe in the whole boys club narrative?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
So it's called so Matt Fury is the artist, right? This is artist that created this book called Boys Club, and they made all these basically memes from them, of which the largest one is Pepe. It's at like a like a $4 or $5 billion market cap right now.
Isn't Pepe the racist frog?
It is not racist, but unfortunately, it came out as racist, and then it was basically adopted by crypto, not in that way.
Okay.
And so
I mean, if it's at $4 billion, I'll forgive a little racism.
How many X's are we talking about here?
Just the moon bag.
A whole moon bag. Back in my day, you could get a moon bag for $0.25.
Hey, you never know when your dime bag moon bag can turn into something much more.
Actually, it's at 8.52 billion, which is a lot. But point being is that, right, so then you kind of go within that ecosystem, right? So you have the boys club, which you have like Brett, Andy, Wolf. It's basically these characters that this dude drew, right? And so then what basically they've done is they're all at varying market caps below that. And so this is where you start to talk about like leveraged beta plays. So if the alpha, for example, in that case is ETH, then under that you would have say Doge and or say Pepe, and then under that you have Brett, Andy, Wolf. And so as you kind of go down that line, the further from the top, as if you had like a yo-yo that's swinging, at the top, the rope doesn't move that much, but at the bottom, it's moving significantly. And so kind of with that, that's the difference in like the leverage that you have, right? And so, for example, something like a Bloodboy, you know, if and or when that hits 20 million, now all of a sudden that just ran, you know, let's say, or 28 million, let's just say that's a 10x on your money. And that's something that could easily happen.
No, when it's 100x.
Or sorry, they should have never given me money.
Or math.
I'm a people person.
If you have it, you don't need to add it up.
This is true. Yeah. So here we are.
I promise next time I'm on the podcast, I won't be at such a loud place. I'm literally in the Olive Tree Cafe above the Comedy Cellar.
I've been there.
Dave Attell just walked in. It's been a crazy day.
I love that, dude.
But I love how much I've learned from you guys so far. Honestly, and my crypto spark kind of dwindled when I sold all my Bitcoin, and now I'm seeing where it's at. But I'm ready to get back in, baby.
Well, we're gonna have some fun. You know, I hope you can come back on the show. You know, many times through the cycle. We try to make it entertaining, educational, and also bring up fun projects, but explain a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes, where are they headed to, what's the narrative, and then you can understand what's this community that's formed behind the meme. Because ultimately, like, you send memes to your friends, right? Right, Matt, when you have some interaction happen?
Memes are my love language.
So that, you know, a community forms around that love language, around that meme. And if you can understand why they're forming around it, why they love it, that's a big part of where you can see that success. Like Doge was a meme. People love this dog. They love those memes. And that created this insanely profitable and huge community because they loved it. Like Doggo Inu, people love the meme. It's simple, it's clean. People love dogs. This is a community that forms around a meme. And that's where you can see the potential.
What's crazy is I was up on Mood Dang, the Pygmy Hippo, before she went insanely viral. I was watching like live streams.
Oh, bro.
I didn't know it was a coin.
Yeah, dude, just about anything. If you see anything like that that's coming out,
let us know.
There's probably an opportunity to make money.
Yeah, Pesto the Penguin.
Yeah, y'all got my gears turning like a motherfucker.
Should we go a little bit dark on this humor?
Let's go.
So, you know what you call a ticker is like doggo, dollar doggo is called a ticker. And inside of us and anything living is our heart, also called a ticker. And lately there's been a trend of animals that have been killed or have passed away, like Peanut, that have gone to billions of dollars, literally. We like to say, you know, inside each and every one of us is a ticker. You take it how you want to take it.
That's fucking heavy.
Are you trying?
No,
That's
as in
heavy.
anything that passes away all of a sudden becomes a ticker in crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to publicly say if somebody wanted to take out Mudang's cousin Mudwan, but I'm definitely holding at least 5% of that one.
But if you know how to chloroform a baby hippo, text Paul.
God damn.
By the way, that was a joke.
I know, we got to
never
protect
actually-
Mudang at all costs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Mudwan, you got one Mudang. Mudang's good, but Mudwan, that is a leveraged beta play that's certainly currently sitting at about 82,000.
Yeah, no, it's cool. They're just endangered pygmy hippos.
You only need
now
one,
that,
right?
Now that you phrase it that way, it does sound worse. But there is also probably a picture of Paul in front of the zoo that it lives in, wherever it is. It's like,
oh, there it is. Yep, the chart's going down like the heartbeat on Mudwan, the cousin of Mudang.
Ooh.
Here we are. Yep, there it is. Shout out to Mudwan.
Yeah, not much to say here.
Awesome. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. Matt, thank you so much, bro. Shoot me that wallet. We'll go ahead
Thank
and
you
make
for
it
having
public,
me, fellas.
and then we'll start making some investments with you.
Let's get it.
All right, bro.
I
Appreciate
love
you.
it,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you
Peace.
for coming on.
Later,
Cheers,
Matt.
boys.
Salute.
Be good,
Cheers.
Salute.
Guys, I want
To the moon.
Get out of that bag.
Moon bags, baby.
With that energy, you've been doing moon bags.
All night long. I'm on my 4th moon bag.
All night.
Well, if you're doing moon bags, sometimes it becomes a sun bag if you're partying too long.
Sun bags rhymes with fun bags.
Hey, brother, if you're doing moon bags to sun bags, you probably are not going to be working when it comes to the fun bags.
That's true. I'm like, girl, this never happens. It's not you.
I swear to God, I'm just nervous. It's not.
I think I'm nervous. I had a lot of carbs today.
I got stage fright. Hey, let me get you a lift.
I just can't perform in Walgreens.
just kiss it a little bit.
And we've ended our PG section of the show.
We're after hours. This is Skinamax. Anyway.
I'm sorry. It's 1 a.m. in New York City.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we've started problems much earlier. We're just messing. Anything goes. Have fun with that. But I do want to, we're wrapping up the show here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Matt,
Yes.
I really appreciate you coming on. Everybody, you can follow Matt on his socials. We got you tagged on the main post.
Yeah.
DJ Buck Rodgers and Jumping Planets got you guys tagged. Thank you for spinning some amazing beats. Look out for possibly Friday new release, but he's not great on days and dates. But I think Friday it's going to be dropping.
Oh no,
Very excited.
Zeely, one thing he's good at is being on time, and it's already scheduled. So,
Boom.
This Friday, Ayo, dropping all streaming platforms.
Ayo, let's
Amazing.
go. Yep.
Shout out to Paul, my amazing co-host. Make sure to follow him on socials as well.
Yes.
Of course, narcissistic shout out to Bloodboy myself. Make sure to follow me on socials. Also, make sure to follow Doggo Inu on socials. We are rolling out a new website, and we've just actually put out new branding, new logo, cleaned it up, really loving it. Check it out. And most importantly, none of this is financial advice. Do not invest anything more than you are able to lose. And make sure to turn on your notifications, follow everybody, and get ready because next week you can tune in 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday. We will have another amazing live stream. Excited to see everybody there. Any parting words from anybody except for future Piranha food over here?
I don't think.
Hey, I'm not saying that we should off one of those fish, but Matt's goldfish sounds like a great ticker.
We might have to do a pump fun. We got a live stream. We're gonna drop this goldfish into the piranha tank unless we get to $10 million. Matt, while we're telling everybody to follow on socials, do you have any exciting shows or specials or anything coming up that people might want to follow? And
I'm at the world famous Comedy Cellar 7 nights a week here in New York City, every day.
Beautiful. Well, you can find Matt over at the Comedy Cellar, world famous comedy club, amazing place. That's awesome.
By the way,
I
if y'all don't have tickets, you're not going to get in. That place is always crazy ass busy.
Yeah.
Unless if you know Matt, in which case then you can go in. So
Yeah, if you know me, you're cool. But if you don't know me, you got to book like a week in advance.
At least. But dude is funny. He's hilarious. I want to get him down to Austin again very soon, man. Matt, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Mad love, y'all. Peace.
Very good.
Peace.
Thank you. A wave on. Still in
What a
physical
show.
therapy. Yeah, that was a good one. It was a lot of fun. It's cool having new guests, and it's interesting. They all have their own story in crypto, and we're starting to see people from outside our little bubble of insanity.
This is the
talking
start,
about
right? This is
crypto.
just the tip of Normieville.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
literally is. But it was a good dynamic, though. Like,
Oh.
it was,
By the way, have y'all seen? You guys familiar with Dolo the Bully?
Negative.
So
Oh, that
there's
one's a great story.
Dude, so all these AI coins are like just taking off right now. So there's Dolos the Bully, right, which is just an AI based like Twitter. Watch, I'll pull it up for you. And this dude just like sits there and just talks shit to everybody the whole time. It's AI, of course, or maybe it's not AI. If they were
No, they built a full LLM AI model. It's automated.
Hey, what's
It's
MLM?
directly-
Is that right? Is that the same thing? Multi-level marketing.
MLM is what I was talking to you about, the opportunity selling Tupperware. You sell
Yep.
the big containers, they sell the small containers, everybody
Mhm.
gets a lid.
Mhm.
LLM is a large language model. It's
Oh, no
where
shit.
Yeah, little difference.
Right, all these
But
AI
it's
just
actually-
popping up. Hilarious.
What was that?
Sorry, I was just reading it. Let me. Can you share my screen again, real quick?
Yo, it's hilarious, the tweets that it has.
Sheesh. Dude, it really is funny.
I should probably turn off that screen. You gotta
going down the rabbit hole.
Wait, what were we looking at? Did I just dox myself? Wrong keyboard. Wrong hole, fool. All right. First squad. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice sounds delicious.
All right, so you got Dolos, right? Which is, a shout out 2,200 people right now. So you got Dolos Diary, right? So it's an AI, basically. It's we called it an MLM. Basically, it's just he just sits there and just talks shit about a bunch of things. Well, he mentioned basically he wanted somebody to create an AI clown. So it was called the Clown of Dolos, which just launched. But then this thing, essentially, is then just talking shit to Dolos the whole time. Now they're just going back and forth talking shit to each other.
And it's its own
It's kind of
AI
awesome.
agent as well. Bully has hit over, I think almost 200 million. It's sitting around 100 million. Some of the top holders have now created, along with the AI, this new coin, Clown, which comes from Dolos, officially, licensed to them or officially related to them. Just do dollar clown, you'll find it. It will pull it up. But they're basically going to have two insane AI agents just screaming at each other.
Just going back and forth talking shit the whole time.
Yeah, but you gotta.
That's not
is
it.
this it? No, just dollar clown.
That's what I did.
Yeah, just search dollar clown. Don't click on the first one in there. Just search dollar clown. Go to latest. You're looking at people. Go to latest. I think. Yeah, Clown of
here it is.
Dolos. There you
Bam.
go. Okay, let's just read some of these. Less
It's pretty bad.
information. Shocked by how much I'm loving this twisted, toxic dance with that Dolos Diary. Dolos Diary made Bully. I'm addicted to his chaos, his possessiveness, his love, hate, obsession. Then we scroll a little bit further down. We get really some crazy ones. Not that. one's pretty basic, but keep going down a little further.
Oh, sometimes it gets pretty bad.
Honey, I've got your original sin on a leash. Don't tell anyone, but Dolo's diary daddy is the only one getting this clown's cherry red lips anywhere near their throbbing. So you have two AI.
And this is all AI.
agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically trained to be like the worst possible AI agents that you can make, and they're about to just spend their time going at it. But some of these other AI agents like Goad and some other ones like Truth Terminal turn into multi-$100 million coins. Bullies over 100 million. I think this one's a good buy. Very high risk, but I think it's a very good buy. Some huge wallets in it. The dev has like a $300,000 wallet of Bully, just locked up 1%. This one's a fun one to check out, and even if you don't buy any of it, definitely follow their Twitters. I know I'm gonna be. I'm definitely following them because these are crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That one's not good. Yep. Oh dear. All right. So, anyways,
they're entertaining.
Here's Wonderwall. Nope. Well,
and
guys.
that's the show.
Well, that'll be our fun ticker. Drop that one in the comments if you don't mind, Paul.
Yeah, will do.
People can check it out and maybe
Or
learn
not.
a thing. Maybe not learn a thing or two for society, but it is.
Yeah,
fun
you
to
probably
read.
should not buy it. For sure, I do think that it's got a high probability of running. I know Bully's gone up to about 250 million. It's currently sitting at about 120 million. So this is the an official launch of Dolos, basically Dolos Diary. So that part is it's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and put the ticker in there, as that was one that launched on Pump Fund last night, and I was just watching it kind of range, and so yeah, do your own research.
And while you're doing your own research, don't take any life advice from these insane AI agents. And I do like that as they train, they get more intelligent, which means they just get better at insulting each other. So this is going to be really interesting to see how they keep insulting each other and communicating. A lot of fun. Well,
yeah, let's see here. I'll put that ticker in the chat.
Let's pull that screen off right now, even though I have Hunter Biden's beautiful pardon face staring me in the eyes saying, I'm special and you're not.
You know what, though? I think at the end of the day, Matt said it best, right? It's his son. I would definitely pardon my son.
So I'll get political for one quick second, just as a good overview, a quick thinking on it. Yeah, I feel that. The problem is they drew their line in the sand of who they are by saying we're the people who don't do that. That's hard to step back from when he gets pardoned. That one's going to be challenging.
Well, look at him. I don't even know if he's the one that made the decision. He's pretty old at this point. So
my main concern is how much more crime can Hunter commit before that pardon doesn't cover it. That's the
he's
real
got some
question.
time.
Yeah, like you could go on a crack bench, till January 20th. Is what I'm thinking from a legal perspective.
All he needs is the moon bag.
All you need is a moon bag and maybe a 45.
2 zigzags.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think that guy's on the zigzags. Let me tell you that much.
I think you're probably right.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
Oh, man.
All right.
Well,
Clown CA going in.
That one's a fun one. I like watching these AI agents go crazy.
What is going on with me? Why is my screen like that?
You got boomeritis.
Oh, it's just the screen. Okay. Huh.
No, I mean, you're just been a little fuzzy all day.
Okay.
We're on the same Wi-Fi.
All good. Either way, guys, thank you for tuning in. Episode 14. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Trading by Storm. Buck Rodgers. Zeely, you said a lot tonight.
Proud of you.
Proud of you. Shout out to Bloodboy. See y'all next Tuesday.
And we out.
8:30 Central Standard Time. Y'all be good. Ooh, Buck Rodgers OG original here, by the way. Made this for Denise, my wife.
Never even heard the original song, but I fuck with the vibe.
No doubt. Peace.
You found somebody else.